shit works. Hey everybody, I'm just starting a little early. Hey everybody, I'm just starting a little early. Hang on, I gotta turn off my audio. I'm telling you guys, I'm terrible at this stuff. Hi, Leroy. And this is for a little old fashioned. I know he's gonna ask me, what am I drinking tonight? I'm drinking Stag 25A. Okay, I just realized why I never go live. It's because I'm terrible at audiovisual. Terrible at it. Thanks, Bull 9177. Oh, that's awesome. From Tommy. I love Tommy. He's actually the first YouTuber I made friends with. And he's awesome dude. I don't know what it's like up there in New York, but it's not looking good. Hi, Richard. It's good to see you. Thank you for supporting my channel. You're always very active in the comments. And if y'all hear my dog, that's my dog. Hi, Wayne. I'm watching you on TV, YouTube. Nice, nice. Oh, Richard, my last live was a long time ago. In fact, my daughter was here. I asked her if she wanted to join me tonight, but she said no. She's been having a tough time at work. And, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but she doesn't live here anymore. She lives in South Carolina. So she's doing her own thing, living with her boyfriend, and she's got her own career. So she's doing all right. Oh, you can behave. I mean, you don't have to behave. That's what I mean. Don't mind me while I throw something at my dog. So, Bull 9177, how is it in New York? Because it's not looking too good. And if any of you guys have followed me, you'll know that I'm MAGA as F. And New York's looking pretty damn dirty. Oh, Jake, my daughter's name is Lindsay. What's the perfect age to be? My favorite age, you mean for dating? For a cub or young guy? I'd say somewhere between 28 and 35. That's like the perfect age for me. Hi, RJ. Radula 43. I love Florida. I was there in November. My daughter and I went on a cruise. We ported out of Miami. Oh, thanks. You like my outfit? My daughter said I had to show more cleavage, but I don't like to do that stuff. Oh, New Jersey, a lot cold and a lot of snow, but it's all good. Okay, good. What's going on, Subaru 420? Sure, you could tell me a joke. Dog 2188. Oh, it's Kermit. Hi, Kermit. Do you guys have any questions about dating or just anything in general? I don't know. It says Kermit on your thing. I'm not out here pushing anything big drink tea. I am drinking some Stag 25A. It's one of my favorites at the moment. And then also I love the Still Austin January's pick. It's delicious. And I have been slacking from my YouTube channel a little bit. It's because I got into bourbon and that's all I do. Like I hunt bourbon, I do bottle shares, I hang out with my group. It's just constant. The paint job on the wall, I did that. Wait, do you agree that men should avoid single mothers? Probably, but I mean, there's some pretty hot single moms out there. It depends. I mean, if you're not ready to be a stepdad, then don't mess around with a single mother. It says, where? Okay, Wayne, where do you live? I'm guessing you live in Texas. Oh, sorry, big drink tea. These lips touch a lot of, they touch a lot of alcohol. A lot. Tough to find stag in New Jersey. That's terrible. Wayne, it's so easy to find a cougar in San Antonio. So easy. One, I would say go on Meetup and join some groups. And then you need to go to the dog park at McAllister Park and go to a couple of wineries. I mean, there's like me and my girlfriends, we're always hanging out downtown, the Pearl, go to the Pearl. There's a shit ton of cougars walking around down there. At 50, do you think single men should consider getting married? I don't know. I mean, you could be a silver fox and just date a bunch of young chicks. I don't know. I don't I try not to tell people like, "Hey, you should be married or not married." I'm telling you right now at this point in my life, I've been married twice. I'm not good at it. It's obvious, and I'm not getting married again. And it's your life. You only got it once. You only have one life, so just do what you want. See, Chris Disick 9403 says he would recommend against it. Health-wise, married guys live longer. This is true. Studies have shown that, and that married women live shorter lives. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So my promise to myself is that I'm going to be more active with my YouTube channel. I'm probably going to do maybe some reaction videos, and also, I don't know. Somebody asked me to talk politics once a month, but I try not to talk politics too much on my YouTube channel. Oh, hi, Gabe owners. Nice to meet you. What part of marriage did I find difficult? Expectations. My first marriage, I had expectations that he would be a good father, and he wasn't. He was super hands off, and I was pretty much raising two kids by myself. But now looking back, I had a lot of resentment. I built a lot of resentment. But now looking back, I should just stayed married to him and, live the rich, married housewife life. But hey, what can you do? And then my second marriage, it wasn't that he was 20 years younger than me. He just had a lot of mental issues. And yeah, I my my man picker's, my man picker is broken. I pick a lot of men with mental issues. Oh, Midnight Squirrel, I highly doubt that. My ex-husband's a millionaire and he retired when he was 52 and he's 62 now. He owned an engineering company. Love my stories on YouTube. I know you guys want to hear more cougar tales, but I'm just kind of taking a break from dating. Like I had high hopes for Bourbon Guy, but God, man, he messaged me and sent me some weird ass like what would you call that? Anime porn video or porn pictures. And I was just like, what the hell? Like, I can't do that. As a divorce attorney, I approve all these stories about multiple marriages. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, you're right, retired at 25. Well, Midnight Squirrel, then you might be richer than my ex then. You know, I watched Asmongold TV a lot, and that guy says, because he has a Twitch channel, he says that he spends less than 1% of what he makes. And I'm like, yeah, because I always see him in like just, you know, uh undershirts. Whose white baby is that? What white baby? My white baby? I have a lot of white babies. I mean, my daughter and my son? Hmm. You know, Midnight Squirrel must be telling the truth because we all know it's impossible to lie on the internet. Yeah. What's the name of the engineering company? No, I'm not going to tell you that. They're not even in business anymore. And it was civil engineering, and they also did environmental engineering. I don't want you looking up my accent going, hey, dude, did you know that your wife is on YouTube? I love Asman though. He's rolling in it and he does look like a bum. I wish he'd fix his teeth, but I watch his videos on my way to work every single day. Hey Jake, thanks for love your smile. Hey, I just want you guys to know. See, I don't whiten, or I don't. People accuse me of whitening my teeth in photos, and I'm just like, I don't know what y'all are doing. Is abortion murder? Okay, I'm against abortion, but I'm not going to tell another woman what to do with her body. I can't answer that question. So I know I'm MAGA as fuck, but I'm also pro-choice. Where am I from? I was born in Vietnam, and I came over here during the fall of Saigon, which was April of 75. And I ended up in Hawaii, and I spent part of my childhood in Hawaii, and then my dad moved us here because he said Hawaii was too expensive. Um, okay, so I'm not going to answer any more of your questions about killing a child because then we're going to go into uh, when are you actually a human being? Is it at first breath or is it at conception? And this is just not the place to argue that. We can debate that, but I'm not going to do it here. Do I like Wagyu beef? I actually don't. I don't eat any meat anymore because I get the shitters right away. Isn't that terrible? 100% terrible. Hey, you can call me a coward. I don't give a shit. Where is here? Texas? Yes, I live in San Antonio, Texas. And I know, like, sometimes, can a man be a woman? No, they can't. That's fucking stupid. I see men, you know, dressing up as women. They shouldn't be in women's sports, women's locker rooms. None of that shit. It's it's nonsense. And then people are like, I had a guy message me once and he said, oh, I'm not gay, but I'm dating this tranny. And I'm like, you're fucking gay, dude, because if you see dick and balls hanging, then you're gay. And you're excited, then you're gay. It says, I hope you know, wait, I hope you know you acting like this is turning everyone bro choice in the chat. I don't even know what that means. Riverwalk is quite lovely. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't even go down there very much. USA banned trans and track now. Yes, and I'm very thankful for that. What's my favorite vegetarian dish? I eat a lot of tofu, Asian tofu. Hello, what's the stream about at King Silva? You can ask me anything about dating younger men, anything about my life. Is hate speech a real thing? Of course it is. Hey, lady, I'm ugly as a bulldog chewing on a wasp. You look fine. I appreciate that, half hawk, half man. Was surprised how small the Alamo is. It's very, very small. 100% very small. Wait, as a divorce attorney, where can you be contacted? What for? I'm not getting a divorce anymore. I mean, do you want me to tell your clients, like, don't get married, get divorced? I would advise against getting divorced. Work out your marriage as much as possible. In fact, hang on. If you guys are married right now, hang on to your wives for dear life because it's fucking rough out here. I'll tell you that. Mm, okay, it's King Silva. How do I know which one's the one I'll be spending the rest of my life with? I'm going to tell you right now. This happened to me with my second husband. He will knock you on your ass, or she will knock you on your ass. That's how you will know. And all these like people who are in situationships who are like are dating for 5 years and shit, that guy doesn't want you. If he did, he would have asked you to marry him. I did graduate from a university in Texas. I graduated from Texas State University in San Marcos. Oh, look, Maria Rodriguez, Mrs. Kitty. What's my opinion of robots and humans being not only intimate but as companions for senior citizens? You know what? I have no idea, but if it makes your life better and you're not harming anybody, I say go for it. Yes, half hawk, half man. Size does matter. I tell you guys all the time. Um, if you go into an adult store, they rarely sell 4-inch dildos. They just don't. Do I believe in private property? 100%. Says marriage seems not to be worth it for men. Probably it'll make you live longer, you know? No, it's not easy to meet women in public and you're an introvert. So if you're an introvert, I've told you guys this before in one of my videos, is one, you either wait for an extroverted woman to come and get you like me, or two, you've got to practice just talking to people. Like I talk to everybody. Like I go in public, I talk to everybody at the gas station, grocery store, it doesn't matter. I just make conversation just for the hell of it. Ninten Mars. Yes, of course I love British accents. Oh my God. All American women, I'm going to speak on behalf of all American women. We love accents. Like we'll literally just drop our panties if you have an accent, pretty much. America has the highest divorce rate and child support is not 50-50 custody. That's why there's a divorce rate. You know what? You men have it easy when we get divorced because you can see the kid as much as you want, unless you have full custody. Like for me, I was raising kids by myself, and I'm telling you right now, it is by the grace of God that my children turned out normal. Like my daughter's a chemical engineer, my son's going to school for computer science, and they're level-headed and they have good heads on their shoulders. So I believe, I'm okay. Says we live in a simulation. Who cares? You know what? I've thought about that. Like, are we in the Matrix? We might be. There's no 50-50 custody in family court unless the ex agrees to it. Facts matter. Agreed. Hi, Nervins. So I got to tell you, Nervins started his own YouTube channel and he was one of my original followers. Original. Do I believe in the hierarchy of the church? What do you mean by that? That church comes first? I do believe in traditional marriages that the husband comes first before the children and that the man should be the provider. Let's see, Scratchy NC. I've been married almost 30 years and I am done. I raised my daughters and I'm ready to peace out, LOL. Heck, do it. Just do whatever makes you happy. Yes, half hawk, half man. I'm so glad because I'm a liberal arts major and it took me forever to make 6 figures. And I'm just so glad that my kids are going to be making a shit ton of more money than I do. And do I believe in God? Yes, I do. See, look, I got my little cross right there, my cross necklace. Why do you think the divorce rate in America has the highest divorce rate? So I followed this counselor one time and she said like in Europe, when men cheat, women don't leave. The wives don't leave. They try to work it out. In America, it's completely different. If a man cheats, then wives are usually like, fuck it, I'm out. Yeah, finances too. But I think Europeans are more understanding or willing to forgive when there's infidelity or some other issues. So I think that's what it is. 100%. So that's just my view. Oh, do I believe in ICE? Or do I support ICE? Yes, I do. Get these damn illegals out of here. I live in South Texas, guys. Like Do you know what happens when you let a shit ton of people into the United States in a very short amount of time? Our housing rates go up. And hang on. Oh, and it stresses out our schools and our services. All these illegals, they gotta go. All these protesters, they're fucking nuts. I don't even know how they have time. Like between me, my work, this YouTube channel, my pets, my kids, I ain't got time for that nonsense. Oh, do I believe a woman should be submissive to her husband? I don't know what you mean by submissive, but yes, I think the husband needs to be the leader of the family. And to be honest with you, women should do whatever they can to make sure that their husbands are happy. Houses are expensive now. Yes, Nervins, 100%. Biff Gordon, they are being paid. Oh yeah, the protesters. Yeah, I believe it. I've seen it where there's like a bunch of like there's certain protesters who keep showing up to the same protests for sure. He says, I was rocking with you until that ICE comment is overreach and you know it. No, I 100% support ICE. Do they get out of hand? Yeah, they do. And would I be frustrated too? Yeah, I would. I mean, if people were like blowing whistles and yelling in my face and spitting and shit, yeah, I'm probably going to get a little pissed off and maybe like, I don't know, overreach a little bit. But am I married? Just me, Shorty? No, I'm not married. I'm single as fuck. Hang on, guys. I gotta pour me some more stag. My wife be ignoring me. My friend's wife too. Um, L Jodor 212. I don't know why she's ignoring you, but I would suggest you try courting your wife again. Take her out to dinner, buy her some flowers, make her feel desired. And I've told you guys this before. The number one emotion in relationships, it's not love, it's desire. You got to make your partner feel desired, and that goes both ways. So for me, got to make my man feel desired. For men, you got to make your women feel desired. No, yeah, half hawk, half man, you're right. Enforcing immigration laws is not an overreach. These immigration laws have been in existence for forever, forever. No, of course, DJ, I don't support in abolishing the 19th Amendment. I think women should have the right to vote. Oh, thanks, Joseph. I feel like I am preserving well. If you guys don't know, if you haven't guessed in any of my videos, I'm 56 years old. Like, I'm getting old. I probably have maybe like 2 more years of cougaring and then I'm done. Yes, I just got my teeth cleaned the other day. Murdering is overreach, last I heard. Okay, I already told you, we're not going to discuss this. That girl, Renee Good, that bitch, she tried to run a cop over. And Alex Preddy, well, you know what I feel like? I think that one officer took his gun and then the other officer didn't know. And then Alex like was reaching for an empty holster and it was just like the perfect storm. It's just a bad set of circumstances. I feel bad for that dude. DJ, do you think it's double murder if a pregnant woman is killed? That's one of those gray areas. I don't know. Depends. I'm blind if you think she was trying to run that cop over. No, she was trying to run that cop over. I want you to do an experiment. Go stand in front of an SUV, have your, I don't know, friend or whoever be behind the wheel, and then you tell me if you can tell which way the wheels are turning, okay? Because you can't see them. And that cop didn't see it either. Oh, thanks, El Joda. I don't even know how to spell your name. Jodor 212. Thank you for subbing. How is my body count? Oh wait, how high of a body count is too high? I I don't care about that, and I don't care if people have a high body count. That's on them. And then people always ask me about my body count. I guarantee you it's lower than you think because remember, I was married for a very long time, 15 years for my first husband, and then 10 years with my second. So long time. It says she backed up and turned the wheels to the right and was leaving when the jackass blasted her through the sidewalk. Okay, I want you to look at something. If you look at her windshield, he was videotaping with he had his phone in his left hand and his gun in his right hand, and there's a bullet hole through the windshield. Okay, so he's in front of the fucking car. How long have I been on live? Oh, just like maybe 20 minutes. If I'm baking a cake in the oven, you stop baking it. Okay, I already told you, DJ. I don't know what to tell you. That's up to the woman. T-Bone, she refused a lawful order to stop. Yeah, she did. And I also want you guys to ask yourselves a question. Her wife, how come she hasn't released her video? Because if I was Renee's wife and I thought she was killed like purposefully, then I would release my video and I would be on every damn news channel talking about it. But she hasn't released that dang video. Did you guys think about that? And then let's just talk about Minnesota. Did you notice ever since that guy's video came out about all the fraud, not a damn single daycare came out and said, hey, we're legit. Look, we actually have a legitimate business. Hell no. I don't know if her phone got taken. I have no idea. Oh, David, I agree. America, 100%. Yes. Yes, Jeffrey. Her wife told her to drive. That's bullshit. I don't know. Do you guys want me to do some political videos? Maybe not. I try to stay apolitical other than the fact that you guys know I'm MAGA as fuck. Hi, Daniel. Thanks for watching me. Oh, I have an update. So I have a friend at work and she went to Germany for 6 months and she ended up having her own Cougar experience with a very young guy. And I keep trying to get her to come on the channel, but she doesn't want to come on the channel. She said she met a really young dude and she's told him, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious. I just want to cook dinner for somebody. I want to go out to dinner sometimes. I want somebody to cook me dinner sometimes. I want to have sex sometimes. And when I leave Germany, that's it. I'm done. And I want her to come on and tell her story, but she won't. You know, a lot of people say, yeah, I'll come on your channel, but then they get scared. They don't want to be on YouTube. So, oh well. Oh, Bud, you said, oh shit, I was flirting with you, but I had no idea that this was that channel. Yeah, this is me. Paint dude, I try to be badass. You know what else I like to do? I love to paint. I probably painted my house over like probably, I don't know, 5 times. I get tired and I do a refresh. Wait, do I believe the woman is the ultimate authority of when life begins? I think it depends on your religious beliefs. We can argue about this. Does life begin at conception or does it begin at first breath? Like how many, like what Jews believe in. Stubby Tubby says, my ex-cougar left me for a man. For a man 10 years older than me, she has never met. That's weird. What kind of guys do I like? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not racist. People accuse me of being racist all the time. I like white men. That's just the cold hard facts. I like white, military, clean cut. I don't like facial hair unless the dude looks like he came back from Afghanistan and he was there for 5 years. And he's not raising blue jays in his beard, but he's carrying like 10 guns. Oh man, shit's so fucking hot. So what I'm thinking about doing is buying those meta glasses that record, because sometimes when I go to the grocery store or if I see a hot dude, I want you guys to see what I see and how I react. Because, damn. Yeah, thanks, Nervous. I'm not racist. Like, I've dated Hispanics. I've gone out with a Japanese guy. I went out with a black guy once. I was totally obsessed with this one black guy at work, but he didn't like me. He had a girlfriend. So that's just the way it is. It says, What do you think about the questions presented? I already told you, DJ, I'm not going to argue with you about politics. What do I think about when I see a hot guy? So I'm going to tell you guys right now, which I've never said before, but I'm a civil service employee and I work on a military installation. And man, do my loins get stirred every once in a while when I'm going through the gate and this hot airman is like checking my ID. Jesus Christ. I'm like, good Lord, if they knew what I was thinking in that moment, I'd probably go to jail. I have a lot of backbone, but I'm just gonna go past you. I love cougars, even though I'm only 24. That's perfect. Now, a lot of guys will ask me, so these are all the messages I've gotten lately. One, they'll ask me, hey, am I too young to date a cougar? And I ask them what their age is, and they tell me they're 19 or 20. You're too freaking young. You can't even, like, we can't even take you to a bar. I'm not dating a 19 or 20-year-old. Are you serious? No, I'm not afraid of getting canceled. Everybody knows I'm MAGA as F. And then the other thing is, I've had a lot of guys ask me to review their dating profiles. And they ask me, oh, how can I attract an older woman? And they look thug as fuck. And I'm just like, you're not going to attract an older woman. Like me, if I go to a holiday party at work, or if I'm going out with my friends, I can't drag a guy with me who's got dreads and his pants are hanging half down, or he's not well dressed. Like, you got to have your shit together, or at least you have to look like you have your shit together. What are the cougar ages? I'd say between 40 and 60. And then after that, you're too damn old. Then you're probably going to be in the, I don't know, saber-tooth age. And then like 60 and 70, you're a saber-tooth. And then, I don't know, past 60, no, 70, you're a T-Rex. Well, I mean, everybody could be a saber-tooth tiger. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there's some hot 60-year-olds out there. 60 probably is expired, illusion. Probably. I might go with that. Bourbon lover, did you see what I'm drinking? Stag. Oh, and then I will tell you, I hang out at Still Austin all the time. So if you guys ever go to Still Austin in Austin, I'm usually there at least once a week. And if they have a drop, I'm there. I'm in line. This is one of my other favorites, January's Nancy's pick. Seahawks or Patriots? Come on. Of course the Patriots. And the only reason why I say that is because my ex-husband's from Maine, so I had to support the Patriots. Any plans for another trip? Yes. So I will be in Florida for a wedding in May. And then my daughter and her boyfriend and I are actually going to England on August 24th, or that week of the 24th, because we're going to go see Ariana Grande in concert. And then we're just going to make a trip out of it. And then I will be going on another cruise later at the end of the year in November. So those are my trips that I have planned right now. It says, are you the leader of the FRG? I don't even know what the hell that means. Any tips on where to find rich cougars? So I was going to tell you guys, there's a famous cougar here in San Antonio. She owns like this nursing staffing agency. I forgot the name of it, but I mean, she's filthy rich, like multi-millionaire. And she's dating this super young guy, and he's, I don't know, like I wouldn't be attracted to him. He looks like I could probably toss him around. He doesn't look like he could manhandle a woman, but she spoils him to death. I don't know where the hell they met, but she's famous. Does my daughter like chemical engineering? She does, but she's actually transitioning to becoming a doctor. So she just took the practice MCAT and she passed. So that's what she's going to do. She's going to transition to being a radiologist. Thanks, Puzzle Pelican. I'm glad you like my content. It says, you said you are military connected. You're a liar. Do you need to see my cat card? Are you serious? Is he as handsome as me? I have no idea. Trump 2028? No, probably not. You know, I was really rooting for JD Vance, but I freaking love Marco Rubio. My God, he owns every damn interview. And I'm all about Marco Rubio. I would smash Marco Rubio in a heartbeat. What's my son up to? He actually plays a lot of video games. So my son actually has a sugar mama. My son's 22 years old. He met his girlfriend online. She's 33, and she actually sent him an extra monitor for his gaming equipment. Can you believe that? So, and she's actually flown down here 3 times to Texas to see him, and she took his V card. I don't know how I felt about that. Felt kind of sick actually, but you know, he's happy, so I'm happy for him. I like Marco Rubio too. Oh, good. Little Marco. I don't know if he's little. Yes, engineering is overworked and no appreciation. I agree. Oh, I know who you are. Scuba dude, maybe. No, no kidding, dude, but I don't know why you don't believe that I don't care. Like seriously, DJ, I don't give a shit if you think I'm military connected or not. And it's probably better that you don't know. Is 28 too young, Zachary Rave? No, that's prime age to date a cougar. Prime age. What's the definition of a sugar mama? And I keep telling you guys this. Anybody can be a sugar mama. All you got to do is get her dictified and hooked on you. And then you just ask her for shit. Just say, God, like, oh, like, you're shopping in the mall and you're like, oh my God, I love that shirt, but I can't buy it right now. She'll probably just buy it for you. Wait, Leroy Bonds is saying, I'm trying to go. I don't even know where that is myself in a little while. I want to get out of here too. Missing our outings. Yeah, me too. What part of Florida am I going to? I am going to St. Petersburg for a wedding. Oh, half hawk, half man, you're an engineer. That's awesome. 18-year-olds can't be sugar mamas? No, probably not. Well, they probably could. They'll probably spend all their entire paycheck on you. I used to be a sugar mama, but I'm not doing that shit anymore. I'm over it. Let's see. Little Theron says, I'm a Theron furry. Are you a furry? Like you dress up as a furry and have sex? That's pretty cool. Shout out from Canada. Oh my God, I love Canadians. So my daughter and I actually went to Canada. We went to, not Toronto, we went to Vancouver, and we did notice that every dude in Vancouver was hot, even the guys who were on the bus. And we stayed at an Airbnb, and my daughter made out with the owner of the Airbnb. It was like 3 dudes living in an apartment. Oh, let's see. Zachary says, I don't need nothing. We can just have fun. I would love to visit. Nervins, if you come to Texas, you let me know and I will meet you wherever it is, even in Dallas. Did I ever hook up with a Greek guy? No, I've never really met a Greek guy. And they tend to be really super hairy. Do I smoke cigarettes, Truth Hunter? No, I don't. Man, I couldn't have these teeth if I smoke cigarettes. That's crazy. Oh, what was I going to tell you guys? So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do with my channel. Do I like tacos? No, tacos are overrated. I mean, I like some tacos, but come on. People are like, oh my God, I gotta have tacos. Tacos are the best. You look good for real nice and mature. I appreciate you, Zachary. What's my favorite ice cream? I don't eat ice cream, but if I had to, it'd probably be that Cherries Garcia from I don't know what brand that is. Tacos are life? No, no, they're not. I like Asian food. Wait, do you like a cold beer on a Texas summer night? Heck yeah, especially after I cut the grass. Nervins, I don't think I'm going to make it to 100 subs this year, but I'm okay with that. And the way I look at this channel is it's just a process, you know? It's just a process. And it took me 4 years to get to 55,000 subscribers. I would probably say maybe in 4 years, I'll get that 100,000 subscribers and get my little YouTube plaque. Crunch Fit, what do you mean? How young? Like 23? I mean, I've dated a 23-year-old before, but would I do it now? Probably not. Probably not. I probably date like a guy in their early 30s. I'm getting too old for that. So, but, you know, if I met a guy in his 20s and there was some chemistry. Oh, Cat's Eye, happy birthday. All right, guys, say happy birthday to Cat's Eye. I don't know what you're doing to celebrate your birthday, but I hope you're doing something fun. So what else would you guys like to see on my channel? Because I probably won't do any Cougar Tales videos for a little bit because I'm taking a break, but you know, I'm probably not going to do politics. Oh, nobody remembers your birthday. That's terrible. I'm going to tell you. I don't know. You said you were a furry, little Therian. Oh, more dating advice? Okay, for sure. I can do that. Can I make a video on video contents on tips and tricks for new cougar women and sugar mommies and babies? Um, I guess. I guess I can do that. Oh, look, Josiah Nation is also a furry. So I'm probably going to do a video about a swingers party I went to. It's been a while, but it was kind of enlightening because I want to say it was like 50 Shades for fat people. There are a lot of fat people there. But it was really interesting because a lot of the married couples had rules and stuff. So, you know, it was just interesting. And I really admired the women for walking around naked. See, why are you asking me to apologize? You said you're a furry and a Therian. Do I have a TikTok? No, I do not. I'm not allowed to have TikTok. I used to have a TikTok, but I don't have one. Hi, Scott. It's so nice to meet you, finally. I know you're super active in the chats. And I will tell you guys, I read every single comment in the chats, every single one. And if somebody posts like a really shitty comment, I ban them and I remove it right away. What do I do at swingers parties? I just observed. I did not partake in that swingers party, but it was nice observing. I don't know what you mean by I bought a furry lunch at Carl's Jr. I don't know. Wait, how you choose a BF? I mean, a lady have to distinguish between a genuine guy intent to be together forever who loves and cares for you versus a guy who's just a fuckboy. So women are the same as men. I can look at a guy and in 30 seconds, I'm going to know, is he just a fuckboy? Is he boyfriend material or is he marriage material? I mean, that's easy. I mean, just like you guys, when y'all look at women, if you're walking down the street, like you and I are sitting at a mall and we see a bunch of people walk by, we're going to say, I'm going to say, fuck boy, boyfriend material, marriage material. You're going to be the same thing. You're going to be like, pass, friend, fuck, girlfriend, maybe wife. That's easy. What did I enjoy the most about observing the most at swingers party? So it was really weird because I met a friend of mine there and his wife was there. And then, you know, we're all talking. And then the next thing I know, we go into our room and I'm standing with my friend and we're watching his wife get eaten out by some other dude. And I'm just like, man, this is weird. And I look over at him and he's super excited, you know, and then he wanted to do something. I was like, no, hell no. But it was just weird, you know, that I don't know that they could be that free or liberating. For me, I'm not that free and liberating. That's not going to happen. It says you need to do vlogs on this channel. What kind of vlogs? Nervous. And then what do okay. I got that. There was a girl dressed as a furry and she said she was hungry and I asked what she wanted and paid for it. And they served her. Oh, okay. All right. You bought a furry some lunch. Okay. That makes sense. We don't have Carl's Jr. here. They closed down. Oh, did I tell the story about my friend becoming a cougar? I want her to come online on this channel. Her name's Christine. She's smoking hot, blonde hair. I want her to tell you guys the story of her cougar experience in Germany, but let's see if I can convince her to come online. Oh, Carmine, you're so nice. You say, I buy lunch or food for anyone who asks. That's super nice. Yes, Leroy. I'm going to try to get her on my channel. And if not, then I'll just tell you guys what she told me. Oh, hi, Marab Habib. This is the first time I'm watching your live today and I'm enjoying your live without any monotonous. I'm enjoying your interactive conversation. I appreciate you. Yes, I dressed up for you guys because I just came back from work and, you know, I didn't want to put my pajamas on and I wanted to look somewhat presentable. Thanks, Tech Degenerate. I'm trying to, instead of spending my money on bourbon, I'm trying to level up my camera gear and my lighting. So I did buy a new light box, which is what's in my face right now. Sal Capano, first time subscribe. Oh, you love my energy? I appreciate you. And then Wang Li Fu, this is my first time as well. My name is Chicken Wang and I identify as a fart. Really? I feel like you should identify as something better than a fart. But you know, farts can linger, so I don't know, maybe. Late to the live stream, but I appreciate this live stream so much. Love your outfit, so gorgeous. Thanks, Patrick. I got to do more live streams. Yeah, I should. I'm so lazy when I get home. But may I write your name on my cast? Go for it. Why is my hand moving so much down there? It's my dog. See? Tech Degenerate, I am not married. I am single as F. I have a slumber party with 5 cats every night, and I love it. Work does suck the life out of me recently. I had a nice 2 days off, so that was fun. How do I feel about my son being with that older woman? It felt kind of weird. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. When he said, I was like, hey, was she here, you know, with your other gamer friends? And he said, yes. And then I was like, did you lose your virginity? And he goes, yup. And then he goes, Mom, I'm not going to tell you the rest. But it felt kind of, I just don't know. It was kind of weird. Like, I'm like, oh, a 33-year-old. But she apparently doesn't look 33. And she was super nice. She sent me a Christmas gift. So, you know, she makes my son happy. And that's all I care about. But it was kind of weird. Surprising. I love cats too. Oh, lucky. I love cats. Nice. Let's skip the talking part and get romantic. So that was the other thing. I noticed that a lot of people go, oh, for some reason, my Cougar pickup line video like took off. I don't know why YouTube recommended it, but it's gotten like 5 million views. And people always say, oh, you know, you're playing the long game. You should just give them your number. But you guys always, like, most guys just want to go from point A to sex right away. Like, you miss everything in between, all the good stuff, you know? I have a son. Yes, Joker. I thought you only had one daughter. My son doesn't like to be photographed. He never leaves the house. He's a gamer. Yes, I have 2 kids. My daughter is 26 and my son's 22. Hi, Callum Gilmore. Hi, Jeff. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you're right. I should probably do lives more often. This is fun interacting with you guys. How's my business going on Patreon? It's actually not going that well because I really need to focus more on my Patreon. I need to put more energy on it. I've thought about just shutting it down, but I do appreciate everybody's support on Patreon. And I actually had one guy where we message or we had a video conversation, and I gave him some advice on some dating. Like he matched up with an older woman. And can you please apologize if you read my comment? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, if it makes you feel better, I apologize, little Therian. I apologize. Hey, Richard. Nice to meet you. God, I don't even remember where I was going with this. Do I love bunnies? No. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Sal Capano. Are you Italian? Love me some Italians. $5 billion to Israel. Here we go again. Are you sure we gave $5 billion? I'll have to do some research with that. Hey, sure beats giving $8 billion to Somalia. You know, I'm just saying. Oh, you are Italian. Nice. Nice. Hola. Hola, Tony. Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh, because I'm a kid or teen, you shouldn't be in this live chat. It's for 18. Actually, it's probably for, yeah, 18 and older. I don't know. Go watch what's that guy who's like super big on YouTube? Did I meet any of your subscribers in person? Um, so a lot of my subscribers are friends, but I've never met a subscriber in person. And if I do, my first two subscribers I'm gonna meet are Nervin's Numbers and Tommy Stiggs. Tommy Stiggs. Those two guys right there. Oh, and a little old fashioned. At what age did I lose my V card? I lost my V card when I was 18. Late bloomer. Can you believe that? Can I meet you? Number 3. I don't know what that means. Am I from China? No, I'm not from China. I'm from Vietnam. Big difference. Vietnamese people hate Chinese people. Or they just hate China. I wouldn't say we hate Chinese people. We hate China. Why do I look like a politician? You know what? I thought about becoming a politician. I feel like I should run for something representing Texas. Joker says, do you think people in committed polycular fine and cool or weird and gross? You mean like polyamorous relationships? They're okay. Can I cook Vietnamese food? Yes, I can. I can cook Vietnamese food. But my mom likes to keep some of her recipes a secret, but I make some mean spring rolls and some really good nook mom. It says you mentioned you grew up in Hawaii. Oh, are you going there this summer, Patrick? I love Hawaii. Any recommendations for Maui? No, because I've never been there. I've only been to Oahu. But I would definitely say take a catamaran sail because those are fun. Oh, hey Roses. Are you hungry? My mom was here recently and she still didn't teach me any damn dishes. How can I find cougars any spot where there are chances? It depends on where you live, but if I could give you guys any advice on meeting cougars, one, go on that app Meetup and join a running club, a wine club, a dinner club, a gardening club. There's going to be some cougars there. And then find out where your local restaurants or wineries are and go hang out there. Like I was at a bar last night And there was a bunch of cougars sitting at the end of the bar next to me. And they were just there having drinks. I live in Toronto, Canada. Come on, there's got to be a bunch of cougars in Toronto, but I have no idea. I've never been to Toronto, but oddly enough, my dog here was supposed to go live in Toronto, but I'm stuck with him. Yeah, best way to find them cougars. You can literally meet a cougar anywhere, grocery store, but you guys just have to get comfortable with making conversation with people. That's why I say just make conversation with no expectations, and then you'll get used to making conversation. And then when you meet somebody you really want to talk to, it'll be easy for you to approach that person. Yeah, see, do double G. He says, bro, just go to the supermarket at 3 in the afternoon. No, because us cougars are at work. You got to go like at 6. It says your nose big. He need some help. I don't know what that means. If you're single, what do you prefer? Young guys or older guys? Po Boy the painter, I prefer younger men, and I've said this before and it hasn't changed. I like tight young bodies and young balls. I don't like old saggy balls. Now, if I met an older guy, in fact, I'm attracted to an older guy right now. He's my age, but the chances of me going out with him are probably slim and none because he's probably gonna go for a younger woman, but it's okay. Scuba dude, LMAO, those are married women at the supermarket 3. Yeah, exactly. Those are stay-at-home moms. Come on. What is the age range for a cub? I would say anywhere between 22 and like 35. Hell, it depends on the age of the cougar, but I mean, it could be anywhere from 22 to 40. Oh, hi, Nicole H. from Seattle, Washington. Oh my God, there's a female in this chat. I love it. I never have females in here. I always have men. Hi, Ricardo Johnson. Why are your eyes red? Don't cry, please. I don't know. It's probably from working. Guys, we have another female in this group, in this chat. So, oh, hi, Lexi. All right, I got 2 ladies in here. Lady, go to church. Hey, Lee Stew 4676. Fuck off. All right, Nicole. I'm from Seattle too. Crazy leftist dystopia. Probably. But man, you guys have some good seafood. Some damn good seafood. How do you know I don't go to church? Retard? No, I'm not mad. I'm just I'm just reacting to you. How you ladies doing? That's right. So excited to have some ladies in this chat. Best app to find cougars, I'm going to tell you right now. Don't waste your money on like cougar dating, I don't know, cougar.com. Those are bullshit sites or bullshit apps that are owned by match.com, and they make you pay to even message anybody. The best sites to meet cougars are still Hinge, Bumble, and Tinder. Both of my brothers met their wives on Tinder. Can you believe that? Yeah. Hi, Karen. Oh my God, are you from? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Nicole. I live in Texas. I'm in San Antonio. What state am I from? I'm not. If I had to say a state was my home state, it's going to be the great state of Hawaii. But I'm from Vietnam. Are you going to any World Cup games this summer? No, I'm not into soccer. I don't watch any sports because I had to watch the back of my husband's head when I was married, and there are no sports allowed in my house. Can you believe that? Welcome. Oh, come to Arizona. I would love to come to Arizona. I thought about going to Glendale, but for Charlie Kirk's funeral, but I didn't go. Why younger? Come on, the mother S tarot, because they have nice bodies and they can go all night, and they can go right after they get there. That's why. And they don't sit on the couch. They're not lazy. Like I want somebody to do stuff with, not just sit there and watch TV. It says, I'm happy I met my wife at middle school and I'm still with her. Hell yes, Demon King. Hang on to her for dear life. Leroy Bond says, for me to find one of those dating apps ain't shit. I try most of them. Says, I may come to the US from Canada in the summer. Will you go for coffee and chat? Probably not. I don't meet. I mean, it'd be kind of weird if you just came to Texas just to go to coffee with me. Nicole says, my house is currently for sale. I'm moving to Switzerland. No shit. I would love to move to Switzerland too. Are most Asian Americans conservative? Yes. I'm not going to say all, but I'm going to speak on behalf of most Asians. Most of us are conservative. And I don't know, I might ruffle some feathers with this, but have you ever noticed that Asians don't complain, Mexicans don't complain. We just work our asses off. Have you ever hooked up with a cub who still had his V card? Hell no. If I met a young guy and he told me that he was a virgin and he wanted me to take his virginity, that would be a hard pass. I am not doing that shit. If any of you guys are virgins, I would suggest that you lose your virginity with somebody who's close to your age and then expand from there. Hi, Tim the Enchanter. Hello. Which ethnicities have more cougars? I would say white ladies. 100%. It's the culture. White women. Italy would be much better than Switzerland. Oh, Italy's nice. Italy's very nice. Do you think your Asian background is the reason why you still look so young? 100%. 100%. But I'm probably going to be getting some filler or some Botox really damn soon because shit's starting to go south. But I'm trying to preserve myself as long as I can. Hi, Gigs Local. I appreciate you. Charlie Kirk, yes. Steve Scuba. Yeah, yes, Nervins, 100% white women. Most cougars are white women. Bye, Scuba Dude. Hope to see you next time. Where's the cougar? Oh, sorry, Montana Southern Soul. I hate to break it to you. There ain't no cougars here. I mean, I was just married to a guy 20 years younger than me, but I wouldn't really consider myself a cougar anymore. I'm getting too old. Oh, Martin Banks. It says the sins which cost most souls to go to hell are the sins of the flesh. Yeah, but God, sex is so nice. Why are you going to deny yourself of that? And you should probably read, where's that book I have? I'm going to find it in a second. But it's about sexual intimacy with your partner. God's intent for sexual intimacy with your partner. So are you a struggling Christian? No, I'm not. Why should I be a struggling Christian? What am I struggling about? Oh, thanks, Mark Cavendish. I appreciate you. Can I ask something style related? What kind of beach outfits do you personally prefer? Both for Cougar Woman and her partner at the beach. I don't know what that means, but I think a cougar should she should rock a bikini or a one piece that pushes her tits up. And for a man, always swimming those boxer shorts. Like men who wear those weird ass thongs and stuff, that's disgusting. It's like gross as hell. Everything in life was going wrong. And then 1 month after my 47th birthday, I started dating a woman 30 years older. And now everything is just right. Hell yeah. You got yourself a saber tooth. That's awesome. Johnny's here. No, don't dong out. That's gross. Gross. I don't know. Something about a flaccid dong. It's not that appealing. Come on, guys. Like you see those guys in those tiny little Speedo short, those Speedos on the beach, and you're like, DMAC, yes, I agree. I would 100% support that, that you need to have your face sat on. I concur. Good morning from the Netherlands. That's awesome. I love the Netherlands. So my daughter and I took a 3-week backpacking trip in 2019, and we went to Amsterdam. Freaking loved it. I almost ran over a cyclist, but I don't care. And my daughter, she loved the red light district. Loved it. It says my wife and her mom are going to South Korea next week, and they are going to go to a strip club there. But I think the clubs there are very toned down. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Um, Tim, the enchanter, I don't think you have anything to worry about. I rarely see like buff Asian dudes. Rarely. Hi, Zach Cassidy from Indiana. I appreciate your support. You've never been to Amsterdam. What the heck? I love Amsterdam. Great fries. I never found the blue light district where the male prostitutes were. Kind of sad about that. But my daughter and I met two guys. I swear to God, one of them looks like Matt Damon, and my daughter ended up making out with him while watching some live porn. My favorite, Patrick, what you say? My favorite places to travel. I love all things tropical. I'm a beach girl, so like I want to go to, yeah, Boca Raton's probably a cougar capital, but I want to go to Hawaii. I want to go to like anything that's tropical related. I love going on cruises. I just love cruises. It's not the destination or the ports that we stop at, it's actually the ship. I love being on a cruise ship, just chilling out, having all I can drink. And man, I don't know if you watched my video on the cruise, but I met this guy. He worked there and he was from South Africa, had that amazing South African accent, and he had his hair in a ponytail. And God damn, he was fine. If I wasn't with my family, I probably would have done some dirty things to that dude because he was fine. Cougar Capital. Thanks, Gigs Local 22. I've been to Boston too. I don't know if that's the Cougar Capital, but definitely Boca Raton. Zach Cassidy, yes, I really prefer white men in the military. That's just my preference. I love military uniforms, police uniforms, fireman uniforms. I love clean cut, no beard, no mustache, no facial hair. Or you can have all that, but you better be looking like you came back from Afghanistan and you were there for 5 years. And then that guy from 1923, I forgot his name, but to me, that's like the most beautiful man on earth. And Jake Gyllenhaal. Like Jake Gyllenhaal is my dream man right now. That dude's fine as hell. Okay, ladies, who's your dream man? Jesus don't, okay, shit, Jesus, don't do it for you, LOL, Joey Jones. I don't know what that means. Harrison Ford, oh my God, if I had to go for an older man. So I'm watching a show called, what the hell is it? Shrinking. It's about psychiatrists, and Harrison Ford's in it. And let me tell you, I'm a cougar. I grew up in, 1979, 77. I watched Star Wars, Han Solo. Like he will always be Han Solo to me. Always. He has preserved well. I probably do some dirty things to Harrison Ford too. Gilly goes again. I got shot in the neck in the streets of Fresno. Do I qualify? That's terrible. Oh my God, that's terrible. Zach Cassie said, I'm at work. Glad I found you. Heck yeah. Hi, I don't know how to even pronounce your name. Nicole, I'm glad that you have been married for 40 years because hang on to your partner for dear life because shit's rough out here. I'm just going to tell you straight up. People don't even want to be in relationships anymore. Does a UPS uniform work? Yes, but only if you're bringing bourbon packages to my house. What state am I in? What say you? I'm in Texas, home of God, guns, and gas. What do you consider your favorite era in your life, the 80s or 90s? The 80s. If I had to go back to high school, I would love it. Love it. Leon, hey, how are you doing? Love your channel. I appreciate you. Neil, I'm doing good today. I was furloughed for 2 days, but I'm back at work. Self-isolation making dating barriers. 100%. I think that and people have lost the art form of meeting in person or in public. Oh yeah, COVID has really I think COVID really like messed a lot of people up for sure. Ian in San Antonio, Texas. Neil, are you in San Antonio, Texas? Oh, Leon says, actually, I'm located in Houston. Man, I love, I wouldn't say I love Houston, but my half sister lives there. Do I have any Cougar friends? I have a shit ton of Cougar friends, a shit ton. And, oh, okay, I wouldn't say a shit ton, but at least 5. Let's see, gigs local, a union construction worker hard hat. Hell yeah, if you know how to put a new roof on my house, message me. Oh, what say you? Houston here too. Yolanda, you say you want to promote open dialogue. Shame on you. I don't know what's going on. I am promoting open dialogue, but we're not discussing politics. Since you're watching Shrinking, have you watched Ted Lasso? So I started watching Ted Lasso, but I got kind of bored. And the dark hair guy, he's also in Shrinking. Texas ICE agency coming in there. Yeah, I know. They just bought a giant warehouse not far from where I live. Well, on the other side of town, but I'm all for it. Ooh, John. Yeah, roofing and remodeling. I love doing home improvement projects. Nervous? Yeah, I know. I've got quite a few Cougar friends. I don't know what's wrong with us, but oh, I love it. Hashtag only carpenters. Would love to, but in Boca. Ah, damn. Hello from North Y. Terrence, nice to meet you. Yolanda, I have no idea what you mean. Introduce your Cougar friends to us. I would love to, guys. I would love to bring my Cougar friends on my channel, but they don't want to be on my channel. Who knew? What are my thoughts on all the Muslims building mosques in Texas? I can't stand it. I'm not going to lie. It kind of freaks me out a little bit. I'm only going to tell you this because I believe in freedom of religion. Hey, more power to you. And I used to work at USAA. There's a lot of Muslims who work at USAA, a lot from Afghanistan. And I used to practice my Daria with them because I worked in Afghanistan for a little bit. But just seeing them like take over or just only have like certain communities, like the Muslim community in Dallas, the only thing I have to say about that is if Muslims can have Muslim only communities, why can't we have only white communities? And then people are going to be like shouting, oh shit, that's racist. Well, why isn't it racist if it's an all Muslim community? That makes no sense to me. How's the weather out there? So this morning it was 42 degrees and then this afternoon was 72. Do you like English songs of the 80s? Do you listen to Eric Carmen's Hungry Eyes? Of course. I love Hungry Eyes. When I was in high school, Duran Duran was my favorite band. Thanks, Gianna Forever. I appreciate you subscribing. Do you live close to Houston? I live in San Antonio, but I drive to Houston a lot, believe it or not, to pick up bourbon. Can you believe it? Yes. What say you? I appreciate you liking my bluntness. Okay, Yolanda, you don't have to stay here, girl. You can go somewhere else, you know? Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. I had to hide Yolanda. She was getting stupid. Oh, can I bring my friends on a Discord server? You know what? I wish they would. I wish they would go Like if I built a Discord channel and then my cougar friends were on there, but what they're afraid of is they're afraid of getting hit on. I mean, they'll answer questions, but they don't want to be hit on. Who had more political influence, Muslims or Jews? Jews, 100%. Pappy went Van Winkle. Oh my God, I got my, it's not even officially a Pappy, but I got an old rip from Specs over the holidays for what, like $195. It says, I can't stand her. Thanks for hiding. Yeah, I couldn't take her anymore. I don't even know why she's here. So I don't like trolls. Like if you're going to troll people and say, oh, come on my channel and say you're stupid. Well, it's fucking stupid. Typing with gloves is horrible. Yes, 100%. Is AI iPad trash? I don't even know what that means. Do you know who Kendall Gray is? And if you do, would you date him? Would you let him date your daughter? Also, if you want to look him up, Kendall Gray Turtle. I don't know who that is. Okay, Joey Jones. I'm based as fuck. I don't even know what that means. Are you ready for the Michael Jackson movie? Heck yeah. I love Michael Jackson. Love Michael Jackson. Do you believe in Nephilim? I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up too. I'll get back with you on that one, DJ. There's some really weird questions, guys. Really odd. Bye, Elm. Have a great night. I appreciate you coming on here. Am I Roseanne Barr? I think I'm probably 100 pounds shy of being Roseanne Barr, but I appreciate you. I heard a dirty rumor about butter, but I don't want to spread it. Oh, that's hilarious, Emily. Oh my God, another female. I love it. Do you know about the Book of Enoch? No, I don't. What's my favorite bourbon? Every bourbon hunter knows, or bourbon lover knows this. There is no favorite. I can tell you what my top 5 are at the moment. I love Stag. I love Still Austin, but only their special releases. I love Eagle Rare's Daily Pour. And that's probably about it right now. And Tanyard Hill. Oh my God, Jack Daniels is coming out. Jack Daniels 10, 12, and 14. I will be hunting those. Roseanne Barr sucks. I don't know why she would suck. Because she's a Republican? You said you had not dated that guy because family was there. Do your family don't approve of you dating? So I'm on a family vacation. I can't just be like, I mean, so on my cruise, every morning we get up, we meet for breakfast, then we go off and do our thing. The guys are usually doing the water slides and stuff like that. The mother-in-law and the grandma I go with, they're usually reading a book somewhere in the shade. And then my daughter and I are usually out on probably the top deck getting a tan. And then afterwards, we meet for dinner. And then after dinner, we go to a show or we hang out and have drinks and talk. It'd be kind of weird if I just said, hey guys, I'm going to go hook up with the manager of photography of this ship. You know, it'd just be kind of weird. Blinks, I don't know. You might have seen me. Do you live in San Antonio? The Cougar Experience, Sam? Yeah, it's when an older woman has sex with a younger man. I don't know if you had it. Oh, bye. Goodbye, Vanessa. Don't recommend this channel. Don't let the door hit you, girl. What if the guy... Wait, what does it say? What if the guy on the cruise asked you to come to his room? So I asked that one time, and apparently, like, they live on the bottom decks, and they're not allowed to have cruise passengers go to their rooms. Which books do cougars like the most? I don't know. I don't read, so I have no clue. Steve Elliott, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Zach Cassie, you definitely need the Cougar Experience. 100%. I think everybody should have the Cougar Experience. But I'm just saying that you should probably just have some really good sex. That's what I hope for everybody. Jack Daniels, honey. Maybe. I like Penelope Rio. That's got some honey in it. Wait, if my man says no, this is not accepted behavior. Do I listen to him? What am I talking about? You mean being on this channel or trying to please my man sexually or just, I don't know, letting him be the leader? I don't know what that means. I feel like you men need to be in your masculine energy, and women, you guys need to be in your feminine energy. And that's how that shit should be. Where am I from? Gurjinder Singh. I'm from Vietnam. I'm half Vietnamese and I'm half white. My dad's white, my mom's Vietnamese. I appreciate you. What say you? If my you okay, I'm not avoiding the question. You need to put your question in some context here. You're just saying if your man tells you no, this is not accepted behavior, do you listen to him? What is not accepted behavior? Me being on YouTube? Did your dad fight in the Vietnam War? No, my dad did not fight in the Vietnam War. He was already retired. He had me when he was 60 years old, and he was over there working for a company called the Vernell Corporation, and they sold weapons to the South Vietnamese, and that's how he met my mom. My dad was 60 and my mom was 22 when I was born. Can you believe that? I am not live daily, Zach. In fact, I haven't been live in a long time, in years, years. At, I'm at that age where cougars are now around 60. Hell yeah. You know, 60-year-old women still have sex too. In fact, I met a lady the other night at Fish City Grill. She was 73 years old, and I swear to God, she looked like the blonde sister from Heart. She looked fabulous, and she was single. And I'm telling you, if a younger guy had hit on her, she might have gone for it. Bourbon lover, if you guys are into bourbon, follow A Little Old Fashioned. I love his channel. 100% love his channel. And I will be at the Still Austin drop next Saturday on Valentine's Day. They're dropping Rare Stock 6. And I will be hunting for Jack Daniels this month because they're coming out this month. John Wilson, I know, you do need a cougar. You need a cougar. I think every man should have a cougar experience. 100%. What's his channel? It's called Little Old Fashioned. Love his channel. I follow him religiously. It says, great dress you're wearing. Color fits your hair. Yes, unfortunately, it's not a dress. It's a shirt, but I appreciate you. I dressed up for you guys because otherwise I'd be in pajamas right now. It says, hello there. I'm Dr. Mark from New York. What's your name, darling? Where are you from? Thank you. Hey, Mark. My name's Michelle. Thanks, Bourbon Lover. I love your channel too. Bought one of your shirts. I should probably I'll wear it the next live. Oh, you Gigs Local. You like Single Barrel Jack and Sinatra Select? I haven't had either one of those. I should probably try them. Hi, Edward Tickle. Nice to see you on here. Oh my God. Okay, DJ. We're over this. What are your thoughts on the song My Michelle by Guns N' Roses? You know what? I've never heard of it, but what do you mean, nervous? You just subscribed. But I hate that song, Michelle My Belle by the Beatles. Fucking hate that song. Whether dressed up or in pajamas, you're so breathtaking. I appreciate you, Patrick. And if it's the same Patrick I know, thank you for supporting my Patreon. You were awesome. In the age of sweats, do women still go crazy for a sharp dressed man? 100%. Sick and tired of seeing men in sweatpants. Oh, never mind. I had to change it. Have you ever seen John Hamm in sweatpants? Just go on Google and just search for John Hamm in sweatpants. That guy's got, he's rocking a big dong. It's pointless taking part in busy chat rooms. Most questions get ignored. Probably. I don't know. I just read your comment. So I did a live with my Patreon, but it was a Zoom live. And can you believe it? People would join, and then they realized that they were on camera too, or they could actually talk, and they left. I only had one person on there, and his name was David. And him and I had this amazing 2-hour conversation. Okay, Gig says, going to Milo Night to smoke cigar and some Angels Envy. Hell yes. Okay, do double. Is it do double leg? My Michelle is actually a good song. I will listen to it. Rising Underdog, 100%. If you want to join my Patreon, you can join it for free. I think if you pledge $3, you can message me. I message everybody like pretty much right away. But you know what? You guys can also find me on Instagram. I will message you on Instagram as well. So Mark says, I used to like bourbon very much, and Jack Daniels, actually Jack Daniels is not a bird and is a sour mash. Did you know that? I don't drink anymore, but I don't drink any less either. All seriousness aside, nice. Do not give this woman money. DJ, fuck off, dude. Like, go bug somebody else. I might have to just mute you here in a second. You live in Texas. I used to think Bible Belt conservative Christians hate and shame people based on purity culture, slut shaming and stuff. Have you faced such social backlash? No, the Republican Party is a lot different. Oh, sorry, guys. I had to mute DJ there. Hopping in the shower. Have a great night. Bye, Rising Underdog. No, no. Texas is not that conservative anymore. But here's the reason why. I used to be a Democrat. So here's the reason why I'm MAGA as fuck. I want self-accountability. I want people to get off the welfare teat. Just worry about yourself. Take care of yourself. Stop sucking money from the government. Be self-accountable. I believe in drilling for oil. I believe in getting out of the Paris Climate Accords and all that other bullshit where we give third world countries a shit ton of money and they don't do anything to make the environment better. I live in Texas, Absolute says, and she is saying is correct about the Bible Belt. Yeah. What do you think about NATO? Nah. I think we should get out of NATO too. So refreshing to see a woman with common sense. 100%. Amen to that. I agree. What's the Instagram? It's the same, the Cougar Experience. And most of the time, guys, I will respond if you message me. But if you message me and you just say hi, I'm not going to respond. Okay, I'm going to stay online for about 15 more minutes, and then I'll call it a night. It says, hey, beautiful woman, Mark says, I really enjoying your chat and your style. Please don't bring government and politics into this. Please, I humbly implore you. Okay, I will not bring politics into this. I won't make any political videos. But just so you know, I'm MAGA as fuck. Oh, look, I got my Trump hat right there. And I will be voting for the Marco Rubio JD Vance ticket next. Oh, thanks, Bobby. I appreciate it. Thanks, Bourbon Lover. I appreciate you. Gas prices are down. Hell yeah. I fill up my Kia Sorento. I used to have a Range Rover until the engine exploded, and now I drive a Kia Sorento. And I fill up 15 gallons for less than $40. I mean, come on, guys. So you know Trump's doing something right. Don't you think small Marco is too small for you? Hell no. That guy's fine as shit. And he looks like he can manhandle. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've told y'all this before, I love short men. And I'll tell you why. It's because most of the time, they are packing. I've, da- I've dated quite a few short men, and in the top 5 best lovers I've ever had, 3 of them were short, and they were packing. May I ask what country? Oh, Absolute says, may I ask what country you are wanting to visit on vacation? For some reason, I have no desire to go to any of the Asian countries, but when I turn 60, I'm going to take my daughter to the Maldives. But I love Europe. I mean, you can't go wrong with Europe. And I'm going to England anyways. I want to visit England. I'm really into old British history. And so I'm going to go to England, probably maybe Australia. Those are like my top 3 right there. But I love like the tropics, tropical destinations like Bora Bora or Fiji. Wait, all of a sudden everyone's short in the chat. I'm telling you. So short guys are packing and skinny ass guys with no asses. I don't know why, but that's just my personal experience. They're packing too. Yes, liberal trigger. All of a sudden everyone is short. God, I love short men. Who's behind me? What do you mean? Some plants? Oh, those are just like pictures. So my daughter and I have a tradition where when we go on vacation, we buy artwork from the places we visit. And then when I get home, I frame them and I hang them up. Thanks, Benzin91. I appreciate you. I'm 6 foot tall, absolute, which is above the average height. Hell yes, you are. Wait, who's got a beard? There's nobody behind me with a beard. I had to bring all my plants inside because it's cold. I look Italian American? Oh, no, I'm Asian. Got some Texas photos I'd love to send you. Go for it. Send them to me. Just send it to me. Just look me up on Instagram and send it to. The shortest guy I've ever dated height-wise, he was 5'4". I don't know if that's super short or not, but man, he could manhandle me too. God dang it. Great pictures back there, and thank you for supporting local artists and creatives. Yeah, 100%. Like, I love to go to like the local markets and the local stores and just, buy some pictures. And also, just some advice, if you buy prints, they lay flat in your luggage and they don't take up a whole lot of room. Mike, you're too funny. I try. John, you're 6'3" and 250. You know what that means? You could probably manhandle a woman. Toss her around a little bit. So Mark says there's one disadvantage to the guys who are short. We keep tripping over our things. Exactly. Hi, Ron Hunt. Hello. One picture I think of that. Oh, yeah, the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, my daughter and I went there in last July. We went there and saw Wicked on Broadway because my daughter's obsessed with Wicked and she's obsessed with Ariana Grande. So we did all the things that, you normally do when you go to New York. And one of the other things I did was we got matching, we got similar tattoos from Ariana Grande's tattoo artist. So I don't know if you can see it. It's like it's my tattoo right there. But it's a picture of Wing Victory. It's my favorite piece of artwork, and we saw it in the Louvre together. Nervins, it was great seeing you. I'll try to do live more often. Damn, John, did you just say you're 8 and thick? 7.5 to 8.5 inches is my Goldilocks zone right there. I said, do you like Italian? Oh, yes, of course. Tommy Stiggs is one of my favorite people, and he's Italian. Yes, I like Italian men. Love your Ariana Grande artist tattoo. Big fan of Ari myself. Yeah, my daughter's obsessed with her. So it was nice to get tattooed from Ariana Grande's artist. Do 360. I don't know what that means. Wayne STXSA. Yes, more live. This is my first live with you. Yeah, 100%. I will try to do more lives. Thanks, John. I appreciate you. Do a spin. No, I'm not going to do a spin. So I will tell you guys, I probably gained like 25 pounds in the last 2 years. And it's from drinking bourbon. Stand up and do a spin. That's a 360. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. Maybe it's because I have pajama bottoms on. No, I actually don't. I'm wearing jeans. Well, I hope I've answered like any questions you guys have. It's been nice interacting with y'all. And I will try to do a live at least once a month. Maybe have some guests on here if I can convince them to. Got to go, need Z's. Yeah, me too. Me too. John, it was nice talking to you. I appreciate you. Yeah, if I went live once a week, that's a little bit too much, but I could do live like once a month for sure. No, live once a week just too much. I don't think people would chime in. Well, maybe I could try doing live once a month, but have like a certain topic maybe we could talk about. And then if more people chime in, I mean, I had a lot of people tonight, so then maybe I could like, ease into doing, God damn you, John, you said you're a chef. I love chefs. But anyways, then maybe I can, work my way into doing like once every 2 weeks and then maybe once a week. Patrick says, thank you for doing this live chat. Greatly appreciate it. Appreciate your generosity with your time and Q&A. Wishing you well. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate your support. You know what? Tommy Stiggs is like my YouTube idol. That dude is on YouTube all the time. I don't know how he does it, to be honest with you. Are you retired or do you work? Unfortunately, I still work. Yeah, I'm not rich. I wish. Maybe I'll sell some feet pics and then be able to retire. So I did start an OnlyFans. It's called Cougar Paws, but I haven't posted anything. It was a joke. Hey, oh, Mark says, hey, it's good to be at home sometimes. You can play games like hide the salami. Nice. Yes, I do have a lot to say. I'm too busy. So let me tell you guys what I do. One, I work my normal job, and then I actually work two other jobs, and then I'm in a bourbon group, and so I have to like hunt bourbon all the time, which I should probably stop. Mark, I have tried Bullet. In fact, Woodford Double Oaked and Bullet's what got me into bourbon, but my taste buds are well past Bullet now. But I still use it as a daily mixer sometimes. And if you guys are wondering why am I moving my hands, because my dog's right here. What's this live about, T-Law? It's about me answering any questions you might have about dating older women. So all the pal 8018 says love older women, would rather have fun with them, but really don't talk to them. They're gonna be like, I'm too young, or they probably are married. So here's my advice. If you're hitting on an older woman and she says, oh, you're too young, or I'm old enough to be your mother, you say, I don't want to fuck my mother. See? And then all of a sudden she's like, okay. She'll be intrigued. Joker says, you work 3 jobs. I know I work 3 jobs. My main job, I work in government. And my second job is I actually own a cleaning business. But I don't clean any homes. I only clean offices and commercial buildings. Zach Cassie, you said married is okay, you think? Yeah. I mean, married is being great. I mean, being married is great. You know, finding your person is a great thing. Having a partner in life to share your life with, that's a great thing. But I'm terrible at it. And so I'm probably not going to get married anymore. So do double G. What do you think is the prime age for a cougar? 40 to 50. 100%. 40 to 50. Bourbon and Coke? Hell no. Bourbon straight. But I mean, you can't beat a good Jack and Coke. Okay. So all the pal says, dang, probably be scared to tell them that at first. No, I'm telling you, you just flirt with older women, and then if she says, "Oh, like you're old enough to be my son," or I'm old enough to be your mother, just say, "Hey, I'm not attracted to my mother. I'm not sexually attracted to my mother." John, you make bourbon bacon? That sounds phenomenal. Sounds phenomenal. So I've met most of the young guys I date either on Bumble or on Tinder. And then amputee guy, I met him at a race. Um, the tickler, I met him at, of all places, a bicycle shop when I was buying a Trek bike. So, you can meet a lot of you can meet cougars anywhere. Do I like to role play? Yes, of course. Anything to make it spicier in the bedroom. 100%. What are we talking about? BB, I don't even know how to say your last name or to say your name. We're talking about dating or just random stuff. TL says, when I was 18, Prime was 30, but I still love older women, and women are even more amazing at 40 and 50. I agree. Raheem, yes, I'm in the USA. Oh, yes, one Mad Loco 13, 100%. Where you from? I want to run into you. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I'm swear to God, if y'all lived here in San Antonio and you saw me out and about, you're not going to recognize me. Sergi says, lately I've developed a thing for mature women, and you definitely part of the reason. Thanks. I appreciate you. Give older women a try. 100%. John says, oh, with eggs and mustard greens. I love eggs and mustard greens. Oh, thanks, T-Law. Oh, no, no, we can't meet up. Houston's too far. I've already said this. I don't drive more than 30 miles for dick. Now, I used to date guys in Austin, and that was still too far. All you guys, just date within your little radius. How does dating older women improve younger men? I think it's the experience. I think older women can teach younger men a lot of stuff, not just sexual stuff, but just how to satisfy a woman. I think yeah, it'll make you ready for the next woman. And you never know, you might fall in love with a cougar and end up being with her for a while. Okay. Fuzz Music says, which style is best? Do older women like? We like you can be funky, but you have to have like you have to look good. You can't you've got to be well dressed, well manicured, well taken care of. For sure. OX says, hey, hello. Wait, and then VS Stubb says, I date Jews? 100%. Yeah, no unibrows. Don't have any unibrows. What should a man call his cougar lover, by her name, or should he be formal? So I noticed that a lot of guys, when they message me, they go, hey, babe. And I'm like, my first comment is, are we fucking? Because I don't know you and you can't call me babe because we don't know each other. So I probably wouldn't call her anything until you actually had sex with her and stuff. Call her by her name. And then after you've like done some dirty with her, then you can call her babe or love or whatever, you know? Does that make sense? I hope so. I like doggy style 100%. And what's even better about doggy style is if you do doggy style in the bathroom in front of the mirror. Joker, my Insta ID is the Cougar Experience. Who doesn't like doggy style? Oh my God. And if y'all haven't done doggy style, you're missing out. Some lonely nerds here, later losers. Hey, don't you call my followers nerds. I love nerds. Chris. Uh, do I like landing strips or shaved? You mean for men or women? For me, it's up to the woman. For men, I like it like clean down there. You know, like if I can't find your penis, we've got issues. Then I'm definitely probably not going to give you a blowjob because it's going to be tough. God, I hate that. You know how when a woman's given a blowjob and then the man always wants the woman to look up? Fucking hate that shit. It's so weird. Am I into swinging, Kevin? No, I'm not. Eddie, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you. I love nerds. Love me some introverted, nerdy dudes. I'll hit on them all day. It's so easy. So easy. All right, guys. I'm going to be heading out soon. Let's see. Didn't want to function when I had an older lady. What does that mean? You should have done all sorts of stuff with that older lady. Private says, you look very nice, by the way. I appreciate you. I actually dressed up for you guys. Otherwise, I would be in my pajamas. So, all right, Zach. I don't know what already. What about 23? 23 is a good age. Damn good age. But if you look super young, like you're 18, forget it. Oh, what do you mean you didn't want it to work? That's sad. Gigs local, have a great evening. Am I dominant or submissive? So I'm going to tell you guys right now, even with an alpha female like me, we want to be dominated in bed. Now, I'm not going to tell you if I'm dominant or submissive because I like in between, right? So some of the time I'm going to be the dominant one, right? And then there's other times where I want to be dominated. My daughter, my friends, every woman I know will tell you the same thing. So take turns, you know? Sometimes you be dominant and then sometimes you let your partner be dominant. Yeah, definitely private, both. Both is the answer. So I dated a guy who was an anesthesiologist. He's in Cougar Tales. He wanted to be dominant all the time. And I'm like, bro, like I got to be dominant some of the time. And I don't know. It was just like this battle back and forth. But my God, he was probably one of the beautiful men I've ever seen, most beautiful men I've ever seen in my life. But it just didn't work out because I knew he was banging other chicks and I didn't want to be in a rotation. Oh, Giorgio, your dad's probably like getting a lot of chicks. Getting a lot of chicks. One last question is odd if a guy doesn't drink. I've never liked the taste of alcohol. I have never gotten drunk. Is this a major turnoff to a cougar? No, Patrick, it's not, but it is kind of weird. Well, it's not weird. You just go on dates with, like doing other things like hiking or day dates, guys. When you meet a woman and I don't care what age she is, if you ask her out on a day date, you're going to get bonus points because she knows you're not expecting sex because it's during the day. So you'll get bonus points if you ask her out to lunch or like on a hiking, on a hike or something like that. But I love it's hard like to go somewhere like a comedy club or a nightclub or a wine bar if you don't drink. And then your date does. So that's the only time that is kind of weird. Would I date a guy who doesn't drink? Probably not. Um yeah, it'd just be really weird. TL243, I appreciate you. I will try to do more lives. So I hope that answers it. Yeah, like I can't go to a wine bar or like if I cut my grass and I want an ice cold beer and we're sitting on the front porch talking and shit and you're drinking a soda or Topo Chico, it's kind of weird. Let's see. Drew Daniel says, if I smoke before intimacy, I'm an animal behind closed doors. You mean smoke weed? What about 23-year-old? 23 is not bad. Army, 82nd Airborne. I used to work at Fort Bragg. You know where I worked? MCOM. Fucking hate that place. I lived in Southern Pines. Oh, Giorgio, I'm a female. My dad is married. You just popped up on my feed. Giorgio, welcome, because I need more women in here. John, God, you're making me hungry. I love carbonara pasta. Gigs Local says, I worked in a union construction in Boston and the women love the hard hat. Hell yes. And you know how like sometimes women get offended by being catcalled? Oh my God, I appreciate that. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, hell yeah. I turn around, I thank them because I'm like, that means I'm not invisible yet. Brightest Future, hello from Florida. I love Florida. What's the youngest guy I've ever dated? Whoop-de-doo. 22 would be the youngest guy I've ever dated. And I was 42. I've dated several 22-year-olds, but they didn't look 22. Like they looked like they were 30, to be honest with you. They had their shit together too. Y'all older women should hit on younger men. Wait, y'all older women should hit on younger men. How would we know y'all like younger? You just gotta take your chances. Drew Daniels, I love Sarasota, Florida. Love it. I think that's near Siesta Key. I went to Siesta Key. Do I like to role play? Yes, I do. Drew Daniels. Oh, Army, much respect for working on the base 1985 to 1993. Dang. Thank you for your service, sir. Rala 72. Have you been getting lucky lately? No, I haven't. God, I had such high hopes for Bourbon Guy, but he told me he was a liberal, and then he sent me some weird anime porn pics, and I was just like, damn. Hi, Raymond. Thanks for checking in, Drew. Yes, Siesta Key. I've been to Siesta Key. When will I go live again? I will go live. I'll try to go live in 2 weeks. Um, Parama says, I love older women. Can you give me suggestion how to impress them? What do you mean? Just be yourself. Take them out and ask them a lot of questions about themselves. Okay. Don't turn the conversation to sex right away. Like, I don't care if you're pretending, but pretend like you really want to know about her. Like what her hobbies are, what her favorite shit is, like movies and music. So definitely just act like you really want to get to know her as a person. That's the trick. For most women, if you just act like you really want to know her as a person and then make her feel safe, and then you'll be good. Have you ever dated two men at once? I mean, consensual polyamory. No, I haven't. To be honest with you, I can only concentrate on one man at a time. So Do Double Leg says, if a guy helped arrest either Bin Laden or Saddam or Maduro, would this be a plus? 100%. Oh man, Orlando's cold. That's sad. Guys, some of y'all's names. Picho, what? Peck One Walker 1139. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, I can only focus on one dick at a time. That's just me being honest. I can't date two guys at once. It's just too much. And it's kind of gross too if you think about it, you know? Like when if a woman is, banging one dude and then a couple of days later she's banging the other dude, like does the other guy want to know that some dick was in her, like he's following somebody else? Nah. Do I like men with long hair? No, I normally don't. But that guy I met on the cruise, he had long hair, but probably like to here. And then he wore it like back, like kind of in a bun. You know what I mean? Like he just put his hair like that. And he was always in a suit. Yes, I'm very traditional. 100%. I'm a traditionalist. 10 degrees in Indiana. That's too cold. Have I ever had double penetration? No, but you know what's weird? I had some weird fantasy about it, but I've just never done it. Do you know Stray Kids? No, I do not. Peter, welcome. Oh, hello from New Orleans. I love New Orleans. It's crawfish season. I will be eating crawfish between now and June. 100%. And I'll probably go to New Orleans. And if I do, I'm going to go to the Sazerac house and buy some bourbon. Whoop-de-doo, would I try it? If I had the opportunity and I was gonna like, if I was banging two dudes and they're both hot, yeah, I would probably try it. I mean, you can't hurt to, I mean, it might be some freaking painful, but I don't know. I might try it. Hi, Peter. Yeah, I'm pretty open sexually. Like, I will answer any questions. I think it's super important for people to talk about sex. 100%. We don't talk about sex and intimacy often enough. I appreciate you, bourbon lover. Oh, thank you. My transparency is welcoming. I feel like more people should talk about this, I don't know why. People are afraid to talk about intimacy. Joe Waters, I don't even know what you sent me, but I appreciate all the gifts. Have you been teabagged ever? Yeah. So it's like yeah, 100%. But you should ask me, do I like being teabagged? Do I want some nuts on me? I mean, it's all right. Please don't talk about, oh, I'm only 12. Andrew Coffee, you need to go somewhere else. What state am I from? I'm from Vietnam, but I live in Texas. SoCal, my mom lives in Westminster, California, and I go visit her often. Well, at least once a year. You're right, Zach Cassie. Well, we all got to try it once. Exactly. Exactly. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Michael Shaw, 2219. I appreciate you. Who's Andrew? Oh, go back. I should ban Andrew. You're right. I'm going to ban him right now. Goodbye, Andrew. I'm sorry you're only 12. I don't even know how you got in here. All right, guys. See y'all next time. There's a lot of people heading out. It's been almost an hour and 45 minutes, so should probably head out. Yes, Whoopty Dog, I got rid of him. Bye. See you guys later, Bobby Hero. Thank you. Drew Daniels, thank you for being a subscriber. I really appreciate you. Zach Cassidy, I appreciate you too. You still have 96. Do I have 96 people in here? Holy shit, I have 91 people. Oh my God, that's a lot of freaking people. All right, I guess I'll stay, but I can't stay on too long. Thanks for the food for thought. Oh, 100%. Zach Cassidy, see you next time. God, I've never had this many people on a live chat before. It's freaking awesome. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I could stay for 15 more minutes and then I'll probably hang up. Oh, yeah, you know what? All the POW 8018, I forgot to schedule this and like give people a week's notice and say, hey, I'm gonna be on live. I'm gonna try to get my daughter or my friend on here next time so that the way there's two of us to answer questions. John, 61, that's a damn good age. And you can cook. Bye, Petey. It's good to see you. Okay, I don't even know how to say this. All the POW 8018, next time I will schedule it so people know. I know, I need to get my friends on here. I do have a lot of cougar friends. I don't know what that means. It means we're all terrible at relationships. That's what that means. Good night, John. Thanks for being on here. Mike, what's up with that face? I don't know. All right, guys. I don't know what else we could talk about here. Richard, yes, I should get my friends on this channel. Nobody wants to be on camera. That's the toughest part. Like, I did an interview with a cub. It's actually my half brother. He didn't want to be on camera either. He's married to a woman who's 14 years older than him. Hell, I couldn't even get my brother on video, so I doubt I'll get anybody else. It says stay for some time. Parama, I will try. Me too. I'm also terrible at relationships. We have something in common. No shit. But that's sad. That's sad, Chuck. Mike, I love cougars too. What's my Patreon about? My Patreon's terrible. Um I actually got demonetized last year. My YouTube channel got demonetized, and I think it's probably because it's probably a disgruntled person who kept reporting my videos. So then I started the Patreon account, but then now my channel's been remonetized again. And for all of you guys wondering, I don't make that much money on YouTube or on Patreon, like maybe just a couple $100. But I had a video once called The Power of a Blowjob, and that video made me $3,000. And I took my daughter on our first cruise with that money. Cody says there was 21 years between my parents. Yeah, see? Nick, there's no way, Nick. I appreciate you. That's crazy talk. If you really did just donate $100. Let's see. Bobby says a lot of your family is into the Cougar Cub lifestyle. No, so maybe that's probably why I don't care about age gap relationships, is because my parents had a 40-year age gap. My brother and his wife have a 14-year age gap. And then my other brother and his wife's younger. And I think they're like 9 years apart. So I don't care. Unknown, you are correct. Jesus is all I need. Oh, Lord, Charlotte. Here we go. Lack of self-respect. Hey, Bobby. Yes, I love Tommy. Love, love, love Tommy. I tried to meet up with him when I was in New York, but we just couldn't meet up. Mike, 32 is a great age. Greetings from Houston, Texas. God, I got a lot of fans in Houston. A lot of subscribers. My half-sister lived in the Heights. I love Houston. Wait a minute. Memo Soto says going on a cruise with an older couple. Oh my God, are you the third? Holy shit, dude. That would make me uncomfortable too. God, you got to satisfy two people. It's kind of rough. Funny grandparents, 29. No, Are you wanting to marry me because you need citizenship? Because I'm not giving out any green cards right now. Oh, got it. Thank you, unknown. I appreciate you for telling me that that guy was just joking with me. And yes, I love Jesus. See, I got my cross necklace right there. One benefit of polyamory is we can have primary life partner and a casual partner, so security, but no monotonous. Yeah, you know what? I really admire people who have like open marriages or they're in a polyamorous relationship. I can't personally do it, but like I admire people who can and like be able to do that and separate that, but I just can't do it. Cody says I'm the opposite. I hate Houston, but I love West Texas. Uh, like Landman, West Texas, because I love me some Landman. And Daniel, I don't come to Houston. I don't plan it. I just drive there because I'm looking for bourbon. Serving my Redeemer says I tried dating a cougar once, but it turns out she was a cheetah. Very funny. Oh, random user, why would I admire that? There's a certain aspect that I admire because you, for somebody to be or be able to be to love two people at one time, or for those three people to have an understanding, is kind of admirable. But I can't do it. I don't like to share. But I'm just saying, like there's certain parts of it that are admirable. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. There's some hitting going on in my chats. Oh, thanks, Daniel. I appreciate you. Cody says I'm a truck driver from West Virginia, and I hate humidity. So Odessa, El Paso, Texas, I love because it's dry heat. Yes. Mike, no, I'm not on Chatterbait. I was on Chatterbait like I worked in Afghanistan, and I remember we were in the dorms there, and all the Americans were there at the U.S. Embassy, and somebody went on Chatterbait, and we just did it for fun. Like, not us ourselves, like we just watched, Chatterbait. But no, I've never been on Chatterbait. Fat Life, no, never been on any of that stuff. Uh, Probably because of my career, I don't do any of that stuff. Can I write to your email address? Yes, Daniel. It's the Cougar Experience at gmail.com. But don't write me stupid shit because then I'm going to have to block you, and then you'll probably come on my channel and you'll probably like say some nasty shit, and then I'll have to block you then. So write me something normal because that's usually what happens. It says, you want me to go live for you? I don't know. XXX863. Who knows? Bronan, hello. Always with all due respect. 100%. Be respectful. When did you first discover cougaring? So I was divorced from my first husband. I got divorced when I was 36, and I was turning 40. I was in a motorcycle group, and there was this guy, blonde hair. He lived like 2 miles from me. And so whenever we do bike meetups, we would always ride together. And then one night he was just like, hey, like I, had a few drinks. Can I crash at your place? And I thought, well, that's fucking weird because you only live 2 miles north of me. So he ended up, laying in my bed. And the next thing I know, like we start making out, and he was only 22 at the time. And I remember he had the biggest penis, like second biggest penis I've ever been with. Like that dude was probably almost 9 inches. And I dated him for about 4 months. But I got tired of him because he made me a sugar mama and I had to pay for everything. And I was just like, nah, bro, I'm over this shit. No, we're not doing an outfit check. I just have jeans on and flip flops. Jeremy, what did you scroll into? I have no idea. AG Lax, I appreciate you liking all my videos. But anyways, that's how I got into being a cougar. And I remember the first time we had sex, it was freaking awesome. And I asked all my friends, and they're like, just keep dating him. I mean, the sex is amazing. Just keep dating him. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna give him a chance. And then I don't know. I I just kept dating young guys. Was it thick, Pappy Potato Nose? No, I wouldn't say he was a pencil dick, but he wasn't thick. And there was this one guy I had sex with. I'm not gonna say I dated him because I only had sex with him once, but he was 9 inches and thick. And I literally told him, I'm sorry, I can't see you anymore because you're too big. Thanks to Quiet 5727. You know what? Somebody accused me of having a crooked nose. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Mike says, can I get a cock rating? Yes, you can, but I will tell you that you're gonna be in my book. I'm writing a book called Cougar Tales, but when you flip it over, it's going to be all the dick pics that I've ever gotten, unsolicited dick pics. And on the back, so if you flip it over, it's going to be a cockfee table book. Get it? And so it's going to have all these dick pics. Razor 25, hell yeah, MAGA for life. Pappy says, to me, length means nothing without girth. 100%. If I had to choose, and I've done a video about it, if I had to choose between length and girth, oh shit, never mind. If I had to choose between length and girth, I'm going to go with the length. Only because you can't do a bunch of positions if you've got a tuna can dick. You just can't. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, the Kama Sutra is a fucking lie. I bought the Kama Sutra and I'm reading it right now. And I'll tell you why it's a lie, because they have all these damn positions, right? But Indian men generally have small penises. So I'm like, there's no way in hell all these Indian men did all these weird ass positions. Do I like rock and roll, the quiet? No, I listen to mostly country and pop. Richard Polly, yes, unfortunately, I have a massive collection of dick pics. If you told me 20 years ago that I was going to have a massive collection of dick pics, I would say no. I would say you're out of your mind. Um, oh, Desi, no, I don't have any. I don't have any new Cougar Tales coming out because, well, I've met a couple of guys, but they just nothing happened to it. You know, like I didn't give him a blowjob in the parking lot. We didn't have sex. Like it just didn't pan out. The quiet, would I put on a leather jacket? Yes, because I ride a motorcycle, so I do have a leather jacket. Maria Holcomb, I don't know what 67 means. Richard Polly, I think Post Malone is coming out with a new country CD. I love Post Malone. Love him. Oh, Patrick, my coffee table book. Uh, it's it. I just started it, so it's in the works. My coffee table book sounds like very clever take. Hope it sells well, and you get to do a book tour. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had this weird ass dream, or it might have been like a daydream, where I was going from city to city doing a book tour, and I had people like standing in line just to for me to autograph my coffee table Cougar Tales book. And I was like, holy shit, maybe it'll happen one day. Let's see. TL243. It says, do you masturbate every day? I do not, but I do sometimes. And I think it's a good thing. As my professors would say, my sexual psychology professors will tell you, how can you tell somebody how to please you if you don't know how to please yourself? Now, I will tell you guys, some of y'all masturbate too much, and that's not a good thing. But You know, a normal amount is okay. Am I taller than 5 feet? Yes, I'm 5'7". So I'm a little bit on the taller side. And my daughter is 5'8". So she's taller than me. Steve says next month will be a year since my wife passed, and I can't even think about being with another person. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what? Maybe you should just like not date. Like, yeah, just get your shit straight, or maybe you might not want to be with another person anymore. And it says divorce funeral director from New York, 55, mature is so beautiful. Are you really a funeral director? That's awesome. I love New York. It's looking dirty as fuck, and you guys are probably regretting voting for Mom Donnie. What makes you a cougar? Well, because I was married to a guy 20 years younger than me, and I've had a lot of young dick in my mouth. Eric, thank you so much. So I hope that makes sense. I get a lot of those comments like, oh, you're not a cougar. I thought cougars had to be hot. Oh, ha, ha, so funny. But anyways, that's what makes me a cougar. Young, married to a guy 20 years younger than me, and I've sucked a lot of young dicks. So there you go. Give me a suggestion for dating cougars. But what do you mean, give you a suggestion? It depends on like where you live, what country you live in. I can kind of help you, you know, learn, like help you meet some cougars. And it says, Patrick says, would you do a crowdfunding for your book, Kickstarter or GoFundMe? I know it's early in working on it, but I truly believe you have a successful product. I think so too. I think it'd be funny as hell. But no, I'd probably just, write the book and then do like independent publishing, maybe. Gigs local, thank you. I appreciate you. My cleavage is distressed. You know what? My daughter said that. I was going to wear a t-shirt and then she said, Mom, you need to show some cleavage. And she said, you need to get some more views. I'm like, oh my God, she's like my agent. And I know you guys are probably going to ask like, oh, how do your kids feel about it? My kids don't give a shit. They don't. Oh, K Ren says, please come on live every Sunday. Man, Sunday's the day of the Lord. That's my rest day. How about like on a Monday or on a Tuesday? Max, I bet you give good head. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, it all comes down to chemistry. Chemistry. Um, Shanette says, I want a sugar daddy. Yeah, me too. Who the hell doesn't want a sugar daddy? Do I suck the black ones too? No, I already said that. I like white dudes. White dick. Let's see. You should put on your leather jacket for us. Oh God. Yeah, maybe next time. And D-Mac, I freaking hate eye contact. Hate that shit. When you're giving a blowjob, fucking hate making eye contact. Women don't like doing that. Don't force us. Just be glad you're getting your dick sucked, okay? And yeah, probably I'm not going to get monetized from this live, but I don't care. This is what, good conversation's about. Max, I agree. Same girl, don't look at me. I know, right, Black Neon? I'm like, that's so freaking weird to me, when guys are like, look at me. I'm like, no. Well, I don't know. Okay, you can watch us doing it, but don't make us look up. Just don't do it. John Daly, I am in Texas. Red state, Texas. And this shit ain't turning blue. People always say that. Mike says, do your thing, babe. I won't look. Okay, you can look, just don't look at me in the eyes. Fernando, quit saying that shit. Quit saying look up. Just be glad she's down there. Just be glad. John, you're from South Florida. I love Florida. And you are right, Max. Texas is always going to be red. Am I single authentic? Yes, I am. And 2H, yes. Just be freaking grateful she's down there, bro. Florida ain't turning blue. I love that Florida. I love Ron DeSantis. Love him. I am not in Florida. Do you swallow hot? Yes, I do, Albert. I'm going to tell you guys right now, a good blowjob is not a great blowjob unless you swallow. That's just me. Somebody says, hey, sugar daddy, I'm here in Tampa, Florida. Okay, there you go. Somebody's looking for a sugar daddy in Tampa. Oh, Washington State. Thank you, Parama. I appreciate you. DMAC, you know, how am I single? Because my man picker is broken. That's why I'm single. And I'm like my mother now. I'm just too old. I don't want to be the whole thought of me just like messaging a guy or saying, "Hey babe, I'm on my way home from from work. Do you need something picked up at the grocery?" I'm like, "Oh, no, hell no." Am I conservative too? Yes. Uh, Go look at my shorts. I have a MAGA short where I'm doing the MAGA dance. Wait, Gigs Local says, and keep going after the company. Yes, 100%. Max says, what do you think about all these high school kids walking out? They don't even know what the hell they're protesting. Like, they need to go back to government class or economics class and realize that when you let a shit ton of immigrants in a very short amount of time, you just raised our housing costs and you stressed out our school systems and our services. Albert, that's right. I don't care if I look up. Karina's a Trumpy too. Heck yeah. K Rins 31. Yes, I'm on Insta. It's the same name. The Cougar Experience. All right, guys. It's past 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna head out. Wait, Max says it's very sad how kids nowadays can't even read. The school system is a joke. So I actually have a friend who messaged me on Instagram, and I'm trying to help him not just meet older women, but I'm trying to help him better himself. And I told him that he really needed to practice with his grammar. And yeah, school system is a joke. So, Mike, I can't stay online all night. I got to go to bed soon. Well, at least eat dinner or just, all right, well, I'll stay here a little bit longer, but I got to pour me another little beverage here. AG Lax, yes, hilarious. Oh, tell us about some crazy experiences. I don't know. What kind of crazy experiences do you want to know? Okay. I think I already did a video about it, but probably one of the craziest things I've ever done was I met this guy on Tinder, and he was just coming into town to go to basic training. Didn't have a car, just managed to get here. I picked him up in a hospital parking lot. We went and had a drink, and then I said, hey, do you want to go back to my place? And he was just like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. And we went back to my place and had some really good sex. God damn, that was some strong bourbon. Okay, Max says everything is online. Teachers don't do she. When I went to school, we did everything on paper. Agreed, agreed. But I live in a good school district, so my kids had a good education. What's my nationality, Ricky? I'm half Vietnamese and I'm half white. Uh, Am I a liberal? Shame on you, Silverado. How dare you? That's an insult. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I was actually a liberal until 2019. And then that's when I became a conservative. Because the Democratic Party, you guys have done lost your fucking minds. I mean, from the whole trans thing, did you know that less than 3% of trans actually go all the way with the surgery? And you can't be the opposite sex. I don't care how hard you try. I think it's Steven says hello. And AG Lax says, you're absolutely correct. Day by day, that's all. Being single and just doing it with no pressure, and especially don't have to answer to anyone. I agree. Like I'm just enjoying my life. I got peace. You know, I've active in my bourbon group. I've got a great career. I have a slumber party with cats every night. Like, you know, I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I go on a lot of vacations, a lot. And I like that too. So Patrick says, in addition to giving advice on dating cougars, would you also give dating advice in general? Yes, 100%. You don't have to be on Patreon. You can just message me on Instagram and I'll give you some dating advice. Parama says, tell us about your new cougar tail. I don't have a new cougar tail. I just met Bourbon Guy in Austin on Halloween night, but God, I had such high hopes for him. But then he told me that he was getting a divorce because his wife was MAGA, and I was still gonna have sex with him anyways. But damn, he got really weird. So I was just like, nah, I'm over it. Silverado, what state do I live in? I live in Texas. I live in the great state of Texas, run by Governor Hot Wheels, and I love him. Love Governor Hot Wheels. Yeah, 100%. AG Lax, send me an email. Max, you work in the oil field? Holy shit, a real live landman. I love that show. Love that show. Patrick says, don't have an Instagram, but I'd rather give business on Patreon. Patrick, you've already given me business on Patreon. Just subscribe like for $3 and then send me an email or send me a message. You have Instagram. You message me on Instagram. Silverado, you're in Weatherford, Texas. Oh, nice. Come to Denver. I love Denver. I have been to Denver and Breckenridge, but my favorite little place was Dillon. I took my kids skiing there. It says, use my face like a chair. You know what? Sitting on faces is underrated. That's all I can say. I wish I could find more conservative cougars. I think a lot of cougars are conservative. I think a lot of older women are conservative. Blue tears for years. Stand up for us. What do you mean? Come to India. Oh God, that's rough. I can't. No, probably not to India. I love Indian food though. But yeah, no. 100% H or 2H2521. Most cougars are conservative. Now that I think about it, most of my girlfriends, married or single, are conservative. Fernando, yes, I have nice teeth. Oh, somebody told me that I had dentures. But look, my bottom teeth are crooked, so I can't be wearing dentures. Pappy says, do you have a preference on a guy's ethnicity? Yes, I do. I like white guys. So I dated a Hispanic guy once, but he was only half Hispanic, and he had probably had the smallest penis I've ever seen in my life. It was a micro penis. Like his penis was the size of my thumb. Like that. And I was like, nah. What toothpaste do I use, Monster? I use Crest, like that bright white or something like that. But to be honest with you, the trick is, I think it's just genetics. I don't drink coffee. I get my teeth cleaned every 3 months, and I use a teeth whitener once every 6 months. Oh shit! Here it is, Patrick. No worries about me staying late, but G Dove 421 is from Hawaii. Son of a bitch. My home state. I lived on Kuhio, one street over from Kalakaua. I know you know where that is. And then I spent the rest of my time in Pearl Ridge, Aiea area. Spent most of my childhood stealing golf balls from the Pearl Ridge golf course. And size does matter, 100%. 100%. Wolfpack, I am not near Odessa or Midland. I live in San Antonio. You know why size matters? Is because you can't do multiple positions if you have a small penis. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You know how, like, if you have a small penis, well, maybe some of you guys don't know, but like your dick always slips out because it's small. So you don't care for getting eaten? 100%. Of course I care. But is it, okay, so to me, great sex isn't great unless both go down on each other. That's it. Leroy, you know what kind of guy I like. I like British men with accents. White British men with accents. Have I ever been to Sweden, Eric? No, no, I haven't. I haven't. I've been to Switzerland, but not Sweden. Kevin says, hi from Philly. I've been to Philly. Gotta love Philly. David, hi, David. I'm gonna say it's Steven, but yes, I have been to Houston. My half-sister lived in the Heights. What about a Boston accent? Heck yeah. Any accent. I'm telling you, American women love accents. Except I got PTSD from Indian accents. And that's because too many scam calls. Parker says, am I single? Yes, I'm single as F. AK Blaze. What's up, Parker? Oof. Yeah, I know. I know. It's sad. Press 1 for English. God, I hate that. Instagram? Yes, I have an Instagram. It's the Cougar Experience. Oh, damn. AK Blaze is from Alaska. I love Alaska. It's great here in southern Sweden. I would love to go to Sweden. Steven, no, Bourbon Guy didn't work out, and I'm going to tell you why. He did everything right, even after he told me he was a flaming liberal and his wife went MAGA. And we still kept texting. He asked me questions about myself, made me feel safe. And then I think where he took the wrong turn was we went from favorite movies to, oh, let's talk about what we like about sex. He's like, I love sloppy blowjobs. I'm like, who doesn't like sloppy blowjobs? If you gave a dry blowjob, it's not even a good blowjob. And then he sent me these weird anime porn pics. I don't even know where the fuck you find that shit. But he sent me some anime porn pics. And then he was like, this could be us. This could be us. And I'm just like, well, another one bites the dust, man. Oh, Nocturnal Gamer. I've already told you this. If you don't like what you see, move on. Get the fuck out of here. Mariah from Pittsburgh says, hello, have you visited? I have visited Pittsburgh. I actually bought a car in Cherry. I think it was Cherry something, New Jersey. And I drove through Pittsburgh just to get some food. It says, you don't like liberals because of the woke or what? 100%. Because that's some dumb shit. Hello from the U.S. Virgin. Oh my God, I was just there, Wally, in November. U.S. Virgin Islands. I was there. Because I was on a Norwegian cruise. I don't know what's a total red flag. 2H. Oh, Cherry Hill. That's right. I bought a car from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And I drove it back. So I flew up there one way and I drove the car back. Bourbon Guy sounds like a Redditor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with him. Very, very, very weird. I felt sad. I was kind of disappointed because I was hoping he'd give me some free bourbon, but nope. It says how to last during an intercourse. Okay, I I think I did a video on this. So if you feel like you're gonna get there, switch positions. That's all you gotta do. So if you feel like you're gonna get there, switch positions or go down on her. And then you'll kind of take a break. You know what I mean? And then that's what you do. Or if you're young, you just get there and then you just do it again. Oh, I mean, red flag by the anime text. I know they're anime porn pics. It was really, really weird. Backdoor, yes or no? I'm curious about your thoughts. So I've done backdoor one time and it's not for me. Cause you gotta prep, you gotta give yourself an enema, and then like your booty hole stays open for a couple of days. I'm just not doing it. Anthony says, wow, it's been over 10 years since I've had a woman. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Great sex is a good thing. You know, that intimacy with a woman is a good thing. Eric says, if I ever come, I would love to show you around. 100%. Thanks, Johan. I appreciate you. Yeah, so no back door anymore for me. That's it. I'm done with that nonsense. But hey, if you want to do it, that's great. I do have a girlfriend where she just loves that shit, but I'm just like, nah. Oh, I agree. Divorcing your wife over politics is so Reddit like. I always tell people Reddit seems like low DNA, low IQ folks on there on Reddit. But I'm on there every once in a while cuz I like arguing with people. It's Audi, it's not an any. Nice. Leroy, I agree. Not for me either. Yeah. Oh, I get it. I get it, Gigs Local. It's an Audi, not an any. Yeah, 100%. Reddit is wild sometimes. Let's see, what am I on? Fed employees, bourbon, ATX bourbon hunting, I think is one of them I'm on. I just politics, political shit. BKB San Maui. Hello. God, I can't believe 80 people are in here. Even after I've been online for 2 hours. So I watch that guy Asmongold a lot. I love his Twitch show. I love watching his reactions and stuff. Let's see. You look like you work for the city. I do not work for the city. I work for the feds. Uh, Parama, I will reply when I'm not live. Anthony says, how do you know if a girl wants you to make a move? If she's flirty, if she's smiling with you and, says like some cute stuff, I always say shoot your shot and don't get butthurt if a girl turns you down. Just move on. And I've I've been turned down. Like, I don't give a fuck. Just shoot your shot. And if they turn you down, just say, oh, well, next. And if I could tell each and every one of my subscribers, I want you guys to change your thought. Like, don't think, man, am I good enough for her? No, I want you to think, is she good enough for me? That's what I mean. Yes, 2H, you are correct. Body language is the main sign. If she touches you, 100% go for it. If she smiles, but definitely if she touches you, go for it. Gigs Local, I appreciate you. Hopefully I'm trying to be engaging. But yeah, 100% 2H, body language is a main sign. But just go for it. I like to think of it as practice. If I was a dude, and sometimes I think I have like a man's personality, I would be hitting on everybody just for practice. And you never know. They might say yes. Mike, good to see you. Nocturnal, you're right. Taking a single woman's, non-married woman's advice is hilarious. But I will tell you that I spent 2 years working on a counseling degree, and I studied online dating for a year. So fuck off. Okay. All right, Mike. I'm going to head out. I got 4 minutes left. I'm going to shut off at 9:30. And besides, you're a nocturnal gamer. Like, you probably just game all day and masturbate. So seriously. 2H, that's right. Look at every female social interaction as practice. 100%. Just practice. Okay, so I did a review for Bathmate, that penis pump. I gave it to a friend of mine, but we're not friends anymore. But he used it for 5 weeks, and he has a 5.5 inch penis. And he said that it made him thicker and a little bit longer, but he, it's not permanent. It's just pumping up your penis. It's not going to make your dick any bigger. So just, learn to love what you got, and don't waste your money on Bathmate. Sorry, Bathmate. Just don't waste your money on it. It says, Gig says, my friends would get mad and jealous, but they wouldn't even try where I was one to engage. 100%. You should engage. Always try. All you got to do is just I think of every interaction as just, that's it. I mean, I'm interacting with this person. I have no expectations. We just enjoy each other, that interaction, and then I go on, I leave. Beaches, yes, I love the beach. Oh, poor nocturnal gamer. See, you're alone and I'm not right now, or I choose to be alone, but here you go. Let's see. Why are you not friends with him? Because of his fight? No, we got into a fight about Bourbon, which is dumb as hell. No, he's married, happily married. She loves his 5.5 inch penis. You know, they have great sex. That's not why we're not friends anymore. Uh, Massey says, I'm scared of my wife all the time. Why are you scared? You shouldn't be afraid of your wife. Tar Heels, if you're ever in North Carolina, I would love to take you out to dinner. Guess what, Tar Heels? I used to live in Southern Pines. Thanks for the responses, Miss Cougar. 2H, thanks for being so engaging tonight. Chris, yes, I can give you some dating tips. Just message me on Instagram. Jimmy, I don't know what that means, but okay. And then the editor, the best way to do it, if it's their first time doing it, if it's your first time having sex, lose your virginity with another inexperienced person. Massey, I don't know what her slaps are so hard means. Lord of the Onion Rings, what are your thoughts and opinions on foot jobs? Are you for or against them? So I think I have pretty decent feet, but foot jobs are weird. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to do a foot job. Tar Heels coming to Myrtle. I love Myrtle Beach. My daughter lives in South Carolina, so I go there at least twice a year. Go Seahawks. No, man, go Patriots. All right, all right. I'll root for the Seahawks. Parama says, how do I get my answer? Should I text you on Instagram? Yes, 100%. I will respond to you when I'm not live. Okay, all right, Gigs Local. I'm going to root for the Patriots because who doesn't love Tom Brady, I don't even know anybody on the Seahawks. Yeah, go Patriots. And I hate Kansas City Chiefs, by the way. Any thoughts on turtles? I love turtles. What do you mean by turtles? You mean like the animal turtles, or you mean like a small penis turtle? Because I'm going to say no to the small penis turtle. But okay to the animal turtle. Okay. My celebrity crush right now is Marco Rubio, Jake Gyllenhaal, and that guy who is on 1923. Drew, I love it. I love turtles. I'm from Hawaii. Oh, what's his name? I remember, but to me, he's the most beautiful man on earth. The dude from 1923. Can I motorboat? Sure. I would come to San Antonio if it wasn't in Houston. If I wasn't in Houston. Ah, okay. Minnie says pair. I don't even know what that means. You worked with Tom Brady? That's awesome. Oh, Jennifer Lopez. I love Jennifer Lopez. I love that she's maintained her youthful look, but there's something fucking wrong with her because, I mean, she can't keep a man. And I think I think she emasculates her men. I think that's what's wrong. But she's hot though. Damn hot. But I'll pick Shakira over Jennifer Lopez any day. Max Mayer says, girl, this is educational, but what do you think of Gavin? I don't know who that is. I'm going to have to look him up. Casa Legno, I'm going to have to look him up. Fernando, I keep mine shaved. I am not furry at all. And I think one time when we were talking about, I did a video about like, you know, keeping yourself taken care of. I think I said I had to apologize to my first husband because I was not shaved down there when I was married, and I feel really bad for him. Yeah, gigs local, Shakira, 1000%. Let's see. Steven says Viking made a big mistake by getting rid of Sam Darnold. I don't know who is that. Silverado, I love. No, not Harrison Ford. The young guy in 1923. The one who's married to the blonde chick who dies at the end. That guy. Love him. I think his name is, God, I want to say his name is Brandon something, but I'll look him up. No, David, I don't have any landing strip. I got nothing down there. Zero, nothing. Fernando says, I've never shaved. Is that a turn down for ladies? It depends on how hairy you are. Like if you're super, like if you got a lot of shit down there. Yeah, Brandon Sklenar. Oh my God, he's the most beautiful man on earth. I would devour that dude all day, every day. That would be my life goal. My life's mission would be to devour Brandon Sklenar all day, every day. If, you know, it was my perfect world. That man is freaking gorgeous. His face, his hair pattern, everything. Drew Peanuts Gaming, I don't know. Is Silverado, is that your twin brother? Is it? But anyways, yeah, no, I would recommend manscaping to every single man. Just do some light manscaping. I'm not saying you got to shave because that shit itches. Oh, man. But do a little bit of manscaping. Minnie, who cares about Donald Trump? I do. I care about Donald Trump because he's making America great again. He just lowered gas prices. And he's kicking all the immigrants out. And I love that too. Drew, yes. You want to role play? Max says, I love your energy. Damn, 103 people watching. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. That's a lot of people. I thought maybe at most I'd have probably about 20 watching. This is great. What is this channel about? Jay Zaraba. It's about dating, relationships, younger men dating older women. Jet Builder, Nashville. Oh, I've never been to Nashville, but that's on my list. Am I an Aquarius? No, I'm an Aries to the bone. I choose violence every day. How young is too young? Under 21. Way too young. Max says, wait, so I have a crush. What do I do? I don't know who you have a crush on. So Bacon Bear says, how can a younger man date an older woman? Just hit, it depends on where you live, but just hit on older women. Older women are a lot more open now. Ooh, scorpions. You're a scorpion. My daughter's a scorpion. Scorpions supposedly make the best lovers. Auto Didact, I'm 56. Roseanne bar vibes. I'm not that fat, dude. I don't think Roseanne's that open about sex. What's the youngest I've ever been with? 22. Aquarius? Oh, yeah, you guys are all about friendships. You should exhibit some intelligence to date older women. Yeah, probably because older women are not going to date dumb dudes. We're just not. How many times have I been married? I've been married twice. My first marriage, I met him when I was 19, and he was 8 years older than me. And then my second husband, I met him when I was 42, and he was 22. MXM, I don't even know what you're talking about, bro. And before I remove you, I just want to tell you, fuck off. Let's see. The youngest person I've ever been with was older than me when I dated them. Oh, that's good. Older women love my intelligence. Yes. Older women like smart men, or men at least as smart as us. You know, my daughter, or not my daughter, my sister always said, always marry your equal, you know, because it'll never work. No, I'm still married, but I'm not married anymore. I got divorced last year. Do you think a bourbon company might sponsor your channel someday, Patrick? Probably not, because I don't do bourbon reviews. I mean, like, I drink bourbon, but if any bourbon company wants to sponsor my channel, still Austin, can you sponsor my channel? Younger women are prettier, 100%. Just like younger men are prettier. But it says conversations are much more interesting with older women. Yes. So Snorla says, how was your daughter older than your second husband? She is not. So my daughter's 26 right now, and my second husband is 36. So she was in between. So when I started dating my second husband, I was 42 and he was 22, and my daughter was 11. Let's see. Gigs Local says my first Cougar experience was with my hairdresser and always had women cut my hair. Nice. Nice. Ethan Sproul says, I noticed that since I lost my weight and became more fit, that more fit athletic girls like me. So is it normal that people date people of the same body type? I would say so. Yeah, I would say that. I mean, occasionally you'll see like a really fat chick with a fit dude, or like a fit chick with a fat dude, but not much. But I will say, and I've told you guys this before, maybe not often enough, women are all about the face. I will literally fuck a fat dude if he's got a nice looking face. We don't care about the body that much. It's all about the face. Oh, Snurler, it says, oh, you and my daughter are the same age. Oh, good. Hassan, where am I from? I am from Texas. Or I'm from Vietnam, but I live in Texas. Bacon Bear says, what attracts you to a younger man? It's the energy. The sex is amazing, of course, because when you have sex with a younger guy, it's like he gets there and then he could just keep going, or he waits like 5 minutes and then he just goes again. But younger or older men, you do it once and it's like, oh, it's over. Oh, let's see. That's what turns me on is I like men who have not dry, not ideas. I like men who are doers, who don't sit on the couch and watch TV all day and they go out and they do shit. They're active. And Tariq, you are correct. The face and the engine are the most important. Bro, am 10. Stop talking about that. Oh, yes, Brinley, you are correct. Mr. Free Throw says, my first Cougar experience was my financial aid counselor in college. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Okay, I've got 88 people watching. This is crazy. Well, I think that's it because nobody's asking any more questions. Bacon Bear says, have you traveled anywhere lately? In November, I went on a cruise. I went on a 7-day cruise. We ported out of Miami and we went to the Dominican Republic, the US and British Virgin Islands, and the Bahamas. And then Bacon Bear, oh, okay. Brinley says, I ride horses. Oh, God. I do not ride horses. Horses scare the shit out of me. But I follow this lady on Instagram where she does like this therapy outside. And she has like these horses, like they're like in your face. But Tariq, I should visit Morocco. Morocco's really pretty, but I've never been there. Brad, I don't know what a troll is. This is my channel, so I can't be a troll. You look like the comedian. I love Angela Johnson, but I don't know how to do that Vietnamese accent about the nails. Brinley, I should visit. Oh, there are trolls in here. Yes, okay, you are correct. So physique is not that important to you. Be solely. No, physique is important, but if the dude's got a nice face and he's chunky, I'll fuck him. And he's funny, 100%. I mean, I like dad bods. I think most of my friends, I can't speak for all women, but most of my friends, we don't like those really like buff, muscular dudes. We like fit men, but not like over the top muscular. Does that make sense? Baby fart, probably can't go on a date because you don't live anywhere near me. Hassan, no, I'm not married. Do I sing? No, but my daughter sings. She's amazing. David, thank you for watching me from North Georgia. And it says, Bacon Bear says, what do you like to do aside from YouTube? I'm in a bourbon group, so I do a lot of shit with my bourbon group. I ride a motorcycle. I ride a sport bike. I have a Yamaha R6. I love to do home improvement projects. I've laid all the flooring in my house. I've painted my house multiple times. And Crystal Plant says, am I a 38D? No, I am a 36D or a 34 double D. Oh, Bourbon Lover says, nice. I used to ride also. That's awesome. I didn't know. Holy shit. So we have bourbon and motorcycles in common. Oh, I can't drink any scotch. I don't like malted stuff or peated stuff. David, I'm as honest as they come. Are my boobs real? I don't know. Do they look real to you? I'm going to keep you guessing. Brinley says, why are you scared of horses? They're huge. Those animals are huge. And like if, I don't know, if you're not careful, you could get tossed off. They can trample on you. They're majestic creatures. I admire them, but I'm going to admire them from afar. Liz says, you're so beautiful, but I'm just a kid with red hair and brown eyes. Liz, you need to get out of here. Quipmo says, you know why they don't put adhesive on paint swatches? Because nobody wants to be known as the company that gives out swatch stickers. William, I'm 5'7". Let's see. What's the difference in real ones and fake? I don't know. I think like you can probably see like I think fake boobs have like that crease right here. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. What's my cutoff age for dating right now? I don't rule out age, but definitely not like under 22. But probably right now, I'm probably only gonna date like guys in their 30s, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm getting too old. Guys, I'm not gonna rule out guys in their 20s. Uh, there's a lot of guys in their 20s I work with, and they're pretty good looking, but you gotta be like a manly 20. You know what I mean? Crystal Plant says, I'm 42. That's a good age. Brad, you are not 90. Get out of here. Horse riders have a little tick when they fall off, or probably a little trick that's never the horses fall. Probably not, but no, they're beautiful creatures. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not gonna ride a horse. I'm gonna ride a motorcycle. Patrick says, hope your daughter appears on a live chat someday. So if you guys go back and look at my old live chat, she's in there. Not the first one, but the second one. And she's hilarious. And then she was also in another video that I did called what is manhandling? She makes a guest appearance in manhandling. Let's see. Randall Sittig says mustache. Oh, I don't know. Are you talking about me having a mustache? Let's see, 55, the ones in their 20s and 30s can't keep up, work and play. And then Bacon Bear says, would you be open to getting to know one of your subscribers? Also, do you prefer facial hair or clean shaven? I prefer clean shaven men, unless you look like you've been in Iraq or Syria for 5 years and you've got 5 guns on you. Hope that makes sense. Brindley says, I ride horses and it's true. Ah. Showing love from I love Indiana. Love Indiana. I had some relatives who lived in Indiana. I don't get y'all's streets because some of them are like just coordinates. It says, David says, what state am I in? I'm in Texas. Run by Governor Hot Wheels. I love him. And I love that term. I love that little nickname he's got for himself. What kind of cats do I have? Patrick, I have a shit ton of tuxedo cats. They're all black and white. Which city of Texas are I live in San Antonio. Oh, Peter, I love New Orleans. And I did want to tell you guys I am going to be kind of upping my YouTube studio here. I'm working on the lighting. I'm going to get a new camera and hopefully kind of make the videos look a little bit more professional. Do I ever visit Florida? Yes, I do. I'll be in Florida in May for a wedding in St. Petersburg. Oh, shit. Michael, watching from Cape Town, South Africa. Love South African men. I wish I was still a MILF. I'm not in my 30s anymore. Brian. San Antonio is such a clean city. We try. We're much cleaner than Austin. I will tell you. You're not going to see a shit ton of homeless people here. Have you visited Thailand, says Chris? Yes, I have. Bacon Bear, I've never visited Chicago. I don't know if I want to be honest with you, but I might. Brindley says, I have a BF. That's good. Do I visit Houston? Yes. I go to Houston probably maybe once every couple months. And I always stop at the Buc-ee's, in Katy. Love that Buc-ee's. Oh, you're in Houston? Nice. Who watches all your cats when I travel? My son. He's a gamer. He doesn't like to travel, so he watches all my cats. Besides, do cats really need to be watched? You just put food out and you just have a litter box and then you're good. I might go to Chicago one day. I might. I wanted to see Oprah once a long time ago, but she's retired now and I don't like Oprah anymore. So it says, somebody says, I guess you haven't been to the South Side and downtown. A lot of homeless. In San Antonio? Hell no. You're right. I don't go to the South Side. But I go to downtown. There's a couple of homeless people underneath that overpass at IH 37, but not like Austin where there's like massive homeless camp. Brinley says, I'm not scared of horses. I've been bucked off. Now I do like the rodeo's about to happen. I do love me some rodeo men. Miller Station says, would you rather live a more woke California or in a socialist nation but anti-woke like China? That's rough. So coming from a communist country, that's a hard question, but I probably live in woke California because I'm free, you know? Daniel, I don't use WhatsApp. Let's see. Texas is so car-centric city. 100%. You can't walk anywhere, which I hate. Frank, I've already said this 1,000 times. I was married to a guy 20 years younger than me, and I've had a lot of young dick in my vagina. So if you don't think I'm a cougar, move on. Rodeo man, I don't know. See, I don't like Texas. So much homeless in downtown. Should I message you on WhatsApp, Daniel? No, I don't have WhatsApp, dude. Mountain lion, saber tooth, whatever. I don't care. No, I'm not on Snapchat. Okay. It says, Elixir says, what the fuck? I sat down. Is this how you start a conversation? What do you mean? Hey, I'm savage as fuck. If you're going to come at me with some shit, you better be prepared for a clapback. That's all I got to say. How do you know the different sizes of bras by heart? I only know double Ds are big, but that's it. No, a 36D is pretty darn big too. And a 36D is the same thing as a 34 double D. I go to Victoria's Secret a lot. It says, how do you get the courage to have this channel so ballsy? So the reason why I started this YouTube channel is because I was telling my Cougar Tales stories on my Facebook, and my friends said, Michelle, you should start a YouTube channel. So you could tell us like the more X-rated version of your Cougar Tales. And that's how I started. Sydney Sweeney, hell yes. Oh my God. Conservative, MAGA, and like the perfect hits. Come on. Am I bisexual, Brian Allen? No, I am not. I love dick way too much. And I don't know how you guys do it, but like meat and curtains kind of scare me a little bit. I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. I've never even kissed a woman. Oh, I'm calling ice on you. Please, 100%, Frankie, call ICE. I love men in uniform. Bacon Bear says, I guess I have to go to Victoria's Secret now, but how do you approach an older woman you want to hit on, but don't want to see him as a creep? So here's my trick. If I was a man, it doesn't matter who you're talking to. You find something relatable. Like if you're at the gas station, right? I'm drinking a Red Bull and I'm like, hey, I'm checking out and maybe I'm interested in the clerk. I just say, like, hey, Red Bulls are my drug of choice. I make something, I find something that I can relate to with the person I'm talking to. And then you just make a conversation. That's all you got to do. You know what, Brinley? Be flat chested. I love small, perky boobs. I always said that if I was going to be a lesbian, I would go for a chick with small, perky boobs. Fernando says you should do how to eat. I don't know how to eat a woman. You should do a video on how to eat a woman. Oh, I mean, I could tell you what I like, but you know what? I probably should do a video on that. The only problem is YouTube will take it down. Bradley says, hey, can I get a shout out for my band, please? 100%. What's your band? Oh, what's the name of that? Oh, okay. So I will tell you guys that I met a guy at Still Austin. I was hanging out one day and he was so cute. He smiled at me in line while I was getting a drink. And I sat down and I was getting ready to, watch this band. And he just came over and started talking to me. And, he was like traditional rocker. And I asked him, I was like, hey, are you in the band? And he was like, no. He goes, they're friends of mine. I was like, well, you should be in the band. And he goes, yeah. He says, well, I am in a band. And so we just started talking. He came and sat with me. And he turns out he's in this band called Pretty Boy Floyd. He's the only non-original member of that band. And it was funny because somehow we started talking about politics and he wanted to friend me on Facebook and I had to give him like my normal warning, like, hey, you can friend me on Facebook, but I'm MAGA as F. And he looked at me, he goes, yeah, me too. And I was like, holy shit. Like almost, I'm not gonna say 100%, 90%. I was like, fuck, man. Like, I fucked this dude. Because I mean, we just like connected. We hung out for 2 hours just talking about politics and listening to this band. We're still friends. It says you should know how to eat a woman. Yeah, you should do how to eat a woman. Yes, I should. What's the name of your band, Bradley? We are the Blood Ghouls. Okay, guys, shout out to the Blood Ghouls. I'm gonna have to listen to them. Juan, I am single, unfortunately. Fernando says, not if you do an educational. Yeah, you know what? I've seen guys like naked dudes like stroking their penises, but they take my video down about me having a threesome. So I don't know. I'll try to do one and make it educational purposes, but we'll see. But yes, I could definitely give y'all some tips on going down on a woman. The trick is to go slow and light. Slow and light. Lou Becker says, I missed my period. I was with a black and white. What do I do? I don't know. Are you pregnant? Have the baby. Oh, it's also punk, not for the lighthearted. I'm going to have to check out your band, Blood Ghouls. I have to check it out. All right, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I got to get off of YouTube and go to bed. But I appreciate you guys. I mean, I've just never had this many people watch me before. It's great. So I promise you guys that I will do a live at least once a month. Bacon Bear says, how do I protect myself from STDs? Man, you got to wrap that shit up. Now, I will tell you, it's not as nice as when you go, I don't raw dogging it, but you don't do that until you've been with the guy like for a couple months, Thanks, Gigs. Hope to see you next time. Brinley says, bye, I'm on my period. It sucks. Yeah, being on your period does suck. I had a hysterectomy, so I haven't had a period in like 10 years. Patrick, it was good to see you. Alex, no. Maybe next time when I have a better outfit on. And then AG Lax, thanks for being here. Thanks for just, I want to thank everybody who's watching. Thank you for being so engaging, asking me all these questions. It's just been really nice just to be able to talk to you guys, you know, like this one-on-one. So I really do appreciate you guys. And if you have any suggestions for any videos that you want me to do, just leave them in the comments or just message me, and then you know, I'll do a video. And it Sad says, why she have to have a baby? I mean, it's until it's 4 months. Medical no. If you want to have an abortion, you better have that fucking abortion before 10 weeks. You know you're pregnant by 10 weeks or 12 weeks. 4 months, that's crazy. Anyways, oh, I love Roseanne. You can call me Roseanne. I don't care. HTS. That shit does that shit doesn't that's not insulting, dude. Come up with something better. Lame insult. Bye, Petey. It's good to see you. Bye, everybody. Until next time. Happy hunting.